Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Railroader Field, Waynoka, Oklahoma. Ben Buckland, Cade Kennedy, and a cast of hundreds. We're going to join Mr. Taylor, the PA announcer, and continue with senior night here in Waynoka.
And Grandma Tina, helping at FBC Waynoka, reading, shopping, watching sports, but especially football. She likes to drive around, listening to worship music, playing games with her family, Bible study with Jada, and playing with her dogs, Lucky and Oakley, and working at Little Sahara State Park. After graduation, Reagan wants to go to college and become an elementary school teacher. Our next senior is Jada Rosas. Escorting Jada tonight is her mom, Kelly Rosas, and stepdad, Brent Stewart. Jada is involved in cheerleading, track, FCCLA, Vice President of Community Service, Business Professional of America, FBC Waynoka Youth, and works at Joe's Rammer Jammer. She has received several awards, including third place in FCCLA Entrepreneurship State Star Events, the 2024 National Technical Honor Society, 2024 Northwest Tech Perfect Attendance. Jada enjoys hanging out with Reagan and Tina, going to church, shopping, driving around, watching Criminal Minds, reading, and Bible study with Reagan. After graduation, she plans to major in dental assisting. Next, we have Mr. Roland George. Escorting him tonight are his parents, Travis and Lisa George. He is active in football, basketball, and FFA. Roland was part of the 2022 State Championship runner-up football team. In his free time, he enjoys working on the family farm and hanging out with his friends. Roland plans to attend OSUIT after graduation. Mr. Colin Myers is next up. Escorting him tonight are his parents, Jay and Bridget Myers. Colin is active in football and basketball. A few of his awards include Class C State Runner-Up in football in 2022, Academic All-District 2023, All-District Honorable Mention 2023, All-District Offensive Lineman Underclassmen 2024, Academic All-District 2024, National Technical Honor Society 2024-2025, and Alva Area Offensive Lineman. In his spare time, Colin likes to hunt and spend time with his family. Colin plans to work after graduation. Our last senior of the night is Mr. Carlin Bichard. Escorting Colin tonight are his parents, Rachel Rittenhouse and Kevin Bichard. Colin is active in football, basketball, and baseball. A few of his awards include 2023 District C1 Honorable Mention, Underclassmen All-District Team 2024, Academic All-District Team 2024, and 2022 Class C Football State Runner-Up. In his spare time, Colin likes working with his friends, playing with his dogs, hanging out with his family and friends, fishing, and working on trucks. He plans to be an electrician after high school. Thank you for attending Senior Night. Go Rails!
The dulcimer tones of Mr. Taylor and the seniors are now patted on the back and headed toward the door. It's that's the way the ritual goes. It's a good thing. A wonderful night. You know, you look at this year, weather-wise, and it's been absolutely marvelous. We have not had that 103-degree day that we usually have, and we have yet to have frost on the field, although we had frost on the pumpkins last night. Welcome to the pregame show. Ben Buckland with Cade Kennedy. Coach Nix is ready to take over the microphone in just a moment, and my guest is Jacinda Perot with Waynoka Main Street, or do you say Main Street Waynoka?
Waynoka Main Street Incorporated.
Got it.
Hi, how are you?
You know, I'm not bad, and you?
I'm doing wonderful, and I agree with you. This has been the greatest weather. I was just looking at the flag. It's not even billowing at all, so
And
beautiful.
And each time that we've played here at home, we've said the same thing about the flag. I mean, usually one or two games is standing straight out, either straight north or straight south, but it's just relaxed.
It is. It is a beautiful night.
So we've got a big promotion coming up. Been talking about it on the radio, but we want to kind of put it all together tonight.
Yes, tomorrow, November the 1st, we are having our Spook Fest along with the Waynoka Volunteer Firefighters. Chili feed. We're doing a chili cook-off in addition with that. We're having a spooky dessert contest. So
Spooky dessert contest.
make it spooky, or if you're spooky at cooking, I don't know, just some kind of spooky dessert, and bring your entries in. There will be a little prize for the first couple of winners there, and come down and eat some chili. Our firefighters will be raising funds for the scholarships that they give out every year. And we also will be having Nam and Pops coming down with inflatables for the kids. Some trunk or treat stuff's going on. We're going to have a candy ride parade coming through, starting down at America's Oasis, going through the north park of the dunes, through Deuces Wild, where the haunted house will also be going on, and then on to downtown, where they'll be throwing candy for all the kids and everybody around.
About what time's that?
That will start at 6, so they'll probably end up in town, I don't know, 6:45-ish, I'm guessing, 6:30, 6:45. And then we're having, decorate your ride contest. We'll have adult open division, kids open division. It can be a bicycle, it can be a scooter, it can be a wagon, stroller, a vehicle. We also will have an ATV, UTV, Jeep category for anyone who wants to bring out in one of their sand vehicles, decorated all out. And the other big thing is Eric and Katie Bradford will be hosting a bingo from 6 to 8. And I know
now that's big time.
Yes, always a hit. They are really good at that. And that leads me on to a lot of great prizes we've had donated. We've got gift certificates for pizza, wings, and drinks at Hammerheads. We've got gift cards for Jiffy Trip, oil changes. Main Street Auto and Wendy Ford both have done that. There's just so many things. Holders has donated. Cimarron Wine and Spirits has donated. Zook Veterinary's donated. Susan Bradford's got a couple things. The Co-op's donated. George's Meat's donating like steaks and 3 pounds of hamburger meat.
Ooh.
So, let's
Now,
see.
Ronnie Nix and I, Coach Nix and I, did not want to be left out, so we'd like to donate a haircut.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll just, you okay with that?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, and we might even do a shave, but we'll just decide if it's a man or a woman. So when we get there, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh yeah, we're community minded. We are.
I'm very excited.
Who's the guy that you keep looking around to saying, am I doing this right?
Well, this is our vice president. I was getting ready to say Aaron Jones.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Aaron, how are you, buddy?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay, man. Nobody ever asked that. It takes a village to put stuff like this on, doesn't it?
It most certainly does, and we get a lot of help out there.
I think the reason that you're in such good shape and thin is you've been following Jacinda around, seeing how this stuff works. She is, always moving.
She will definitely run you ragged if you let her.
Thanks for all you do in our community, buddy.
Thank you.
So, Jacinda, big time.
Absolutely. I just want to mention Aaron, as well as Mandy Porter, is our secretary-treasurer, and Katie Smith is our director. And we appreciate all the community support, and we look forward to giving back to our community and help improving, our community as a whole. We are thankful that the city of Waynoka is allowing us to utilize the old senior citizens building downtown. So we will be moving into there here shortly, and we'll be doing some fundraisers to help redo the flooring, do some painting, some upgrades to that building as well.
That's incredible.
So we're pretty excited.
I would think we're going to pause now for the introduction and prayer.
To worship your mighty name. We come to enjoy what truly could be called a blessing. To watch these young men and women perform. Lord, we thank you for those that have stood in harm's way to give us this freedom tonight. We pray and ask a special prayer of blessings upon our armed services, our men and women here stateside and overseas. Would you protect them, watch over them, and bring them home safely to us? Lord, we also pray for all involved in any activity tonight, that it would be free of harm, that sportsmanship would be found in the stands and on the field, but that your name would be praised by all tonight. Lord, we love you. We thank you for this opportunity. May we never take it for granted. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Now singing the national anthem, Reagan Foreman, the Lorax.
Thanks. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Our conversation previous to kickoff is with Jacinda Perot about the big promotion that happens tomorrow.
Yes, again, we are going to be celebrating our Spook Fest in addition to the volunteer fire department having their annual chili feed and fundraiser for the scholarships. And we are going to have, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but we're going to have a costume contest in addition to Decorating Your Ride contest and candy ride, inflatables, trunk or treat, bingo, and obviously chili, so a little bit everything.
A fun day.
I'm very excited.
Well, your last one went really well, so 2 in a row would be nice.
It would be great, absolutely.
The weather's going to be okay.
It is looking like it's going to be a really nice day. So yes, looking forward to it, and for everybody to come down and have some fun.
Jacinda, thanks for all that you do for our community. You know, our show on Thursday, Rose and Ben. Rosie's been around a while. I mean, she's 91 and has been in this community and in central Kansas her whole life. And she just is amazed. She goes, I just don't understand. Those Waynoka people just bam, 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 and they have these promotions, and people show up and support them. It's just incredible.
It is. I just am blown away year after year as to how much support that we get in our community. You know, I went back, 2018, and they helped us raise $70,000
Yep.
for kids to go to Europe for the Oklahoma band trip,
Right.
to perform in Europe. And it just has, event after event after event. It just blows me away of how supportive our community is.
Myself, and also how hard some of you work. So thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. I enjoy putting on events and seeing the success and what comes after that. So,
But we are about ready to go. Jacinda, thank you.
thank you. Have a great night.
Oh, I hope. I hope. So, Coach Nix, it is almost kickoff. It would sure be nice to get a W here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it would be. And, last week we saw some improvement, scored more points. It looked like the line blocked really well, so they're getting better. So these group of young guys are trying. So let's see if we can pull one out tonight.
Okay, man, and thank you for helping us. Appreciate you being with us.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime. You can always call. Have a great evening. I'm going to go sit down there and cheer on the rails. And
Oh, you are? Okay. Then
I'll be back at halftime.
If you ever decide you want to come back, just run back up here.
Absolutely. I'll be back at halftime.
Okay, man. Thank you. So, one of my very favorite things, Cade Kennedy beside me now, one of my very favorite things is hearing the Railroader fight song played by a real band.
Absolutely. And one of the things I always love, not only is it senior night, it's Halloween as well. You've got a whole bunch going on. It's just seeing all the kids have fun, wearing their Halloween gear. The band, just about there's no normal band attire on Halloween, Ben. You know that. Everyone's got whatever on. Some people were walking around in inflatables earlier. I don't know how in the world they're going to see through any of those things, but either way, we're all having a fun time tonight.
And if you go to the concession stand, you'll be amazed. The ladies have decorated themselves as old ladies. It's a tough look now. It's tough. We have competent personnel up with us tonight. Mr. Taylor on the PA and Landon Seeger running the digital clock. It's all good, and the ball is in the air. Here's Cade.
As Aiden Tugman was able to kick that one off, it's going to be thrown on at the 19-yard line is where the Rails will take over on the opening possession as Waynoka getting the ball going from left to right on your radio dial as we get ready to go. Waynoka coming into this game, record of 0-8, still trying to get that first win on the year. Kremlin-Hillsdale kind of in a similar situation. They do have a win. They're 1-7, and they played with Timberlake a little bit in their game they had. There was a 16-12 game in the second quarter, and then Timberlake went on to rattle off touchdown after touchdown, won that game 62-12. But this Kremlin team has showed some fight at times this year, but we'll see what the Waynoka offense wants to do to get started.
In the beautiful maroon and gray.
Ready to hand off. Goes off to Roland George. And Roland George racing across to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and finally brought down in Kremlin-Hillsdale territory at the 49-yard line. And that is what you want to see for the Rails.
35 yards on the first play from scrimmage. All right, number 3.
And just a big job there. And we've seen Waynoka's offense kind of continue to develop as the season goes along. Every offense is always going to be a work in progress. It's every single game. That's just how that works. And just seeing kind of the development just the past few games, whether it be Roland George, Wyatt Mills, Dakota Davidson, getting some of those guys who started the year kind of more as receiver type positions, able to make their way kind of more into running back type of deals. We got movement before the play here and a flag down. Roland George has been working as the running back. Weston Longoria as the quarterback. It's going to be jumping off sides on Kremlin-Hillsdale, so that'll be 5 more yards. Moving to the 44. It'll be 1st and 5 for Waynoka.
The referee tonight is Matt Felber. Joe Aranda is the umpire. Robert Koser is the back judge. Josh Fu is the line judge. And Travis Contreras is the head linesman.
Longoria with the back to his right, hands it off to George. George makes a cut across the 45 down to the 41-yard line where he's finally wrestled down by 3 different
Run
brawls.
just shy of another first down.
So they'll make
bring
it
up
second and
down
2.
about 2.
So no score yet, 10:52 to go in the opening quarter on senior night, Halloween night, and a good night for football.
It is, it is. Kremlin-Hillsdale last year only had 9 people out for football. It's double, almost triple that this year.
Longoria once again hands it off to another back, this time in Bouchard. Colin
Bouchard.
Bouchard makes a cut around the 40 to the 35, spins at the 30, brought down at the 28-yard line, and another first down for Waynoka.
Good for Railroader. First down.
So Colin Bouchard, I mean, you talk about an interesting journey for Bouchard. Starts the year as the quarterback and now kind of moved around to a back end, whatever you need him to do, but he's that type of athlete.
15 yards on the carry. On the locker room show, Cade, Coach Slater went to some length of his praise of Colin Bouchard, and I'll come back to that in just a moment.
Longoria now in a bit more of a quote-unquote empty set as now Bouchard moves in as the back near him. Roland George will now motion beside him. Longoria takes a snap, hands it off to George. George cuts back upfield across the 25 and finally leveled down at the 24-yard line. A nice solid pickup again for the Rails, about a gain of 4.
So Coach Slater was talking about things that nobody sees, like Colin Bouchard has been nursing injuries the entire year. Some of them have to be treated, and he's had to have doctor's appointments some days, but he has never been late to a practice. He's never sat out of practice.
He's one of those kids that the definition of a motor, if you will. As Longoria takes a snap, fakes a handoff, looking for someone to go, rolls right, fires it down, and out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
So they'll move it to 3rd and 6 for the Rails. 9:18 to go in the opening quarter. Still no score yet, but a great drive so far for Waynoka.
One of the final things that Coach Slater said that really set in with me, he said, when I think back on my playing days, Colin Bouchard is a type of a kid like Landon Seeger who I would love to have shared the football field with him. I'd love for them to have been my teammates. That's a pretty high compliment.
Longoria hands it off to Bouchard, who works his way down towards the 20-yard line.
Bouchard on the carry.
So it'll bring up a 4th and short for Waynoka, about 4th and, say, 2 yards, maybe 3. 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 4th and 3 is the official call. A 21-yard line. Ball gets moved back a bit. They've got to get to the 18-yard line, do the Rails. 8:50 to go in quarter number 1. No score on the board yet.
Very big down. This will determine some motivation, some future up or down.
Longoria with a wide receiver on each side. Bouchard is the back right behind him. Now coming in motion is George. The handoff up the middle to George. Reaches across to the 18-yard line. Might have lost the ball, but I think the refs are going to say he was down anyway. Did he have the first down? Yes, he did. It'll be a first down for the Rails.
That'll be good for Railroader. First down.
That was close.
It was.
I'm telling you, if that coach had a red flag in his pocket, he would throw it. Now the
Now
referees are going, well, let's take a look at this.
Now they're going to have a conversation about trying to get the digital chains correct here. This ball's placed at, I would say, the 18 or 18 and a half, somewhere near the 18. If it's not on it, it's relatively pretty close. They're going to come out and measure it. Indication is 4th down right now. Measure the spot here, and it is a first down for Waynoka.
Woo! That's
Pretty close,
good.
but good to see. The other thing good to see if you're the Rails, this is already nearing a 4-minute drive. Just continuing to eat up time. You know, usually we talk about that more in the second half, but when you can have an identity like that and just take half a quarter every time you have the ball, that's usually the sign of a pretty successful day.
Yes, and putting together a drive on your first drive is really motivating.
Waynoka here in the eyes. Longoria hands it off to George. George breaks a tackle to the 15-yard line where he finally has to go down. A nice 3-yard gain for the Rails. Breaks up 2nd and 7. 7:58 to go in the opening quarter. Still no score in Waynoka, but the Rails, like we said earlier, putting together a really successful opening drive so far.
Some of the evolution of Roland George is when he started out the year, he was a wide receiver. So when they moved him to running back, he ran it like a wide receiver, trying to stay away from people. He now takes the ball to them, runs with power.
Longoria with Bouchard as the back to his left, fakes the handoff, now rolls out, fakes it, cuts across back to the 10, towards the 5, keeps running, gets in the end zone, touchdown Waynoka!
Touchdown, Railroaders!
It's all good to hear.
Weston Longoria, the 15-yard designed run. It's a nice type of almost read option look, if you will. Had the opportunity to give it to Bouchard, fakes it, and runs. It had all sorts of room.
And the tones of Mr. Taylor, who we've only gotten to hear just a couple, 3 times this year, sounding really good. And the Railroader, the live band.
Longoria with Bouchard as the back to his left. This time hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard still running at the 5, goes for the corner, gets it, but a flag.
Flag on the play.
It was thrown at a player, so...
It was nearly thrown at Bouchard as he was running in.
Going to be a hold.
Holding on the offense.
Yeah, so a hold against the Rails, so that will be another attempt on the 2-point try with 7:25 to go in quarter number 1. Waynoka able to strike first, still trying to extend it to an 8-point lead.
I'm going to ask Landon Seeger here, who's in the press box, how much difference does it make that you're not 5 yards from the end zone now? You're back 15.
Oh, it can make a pretty big difference. I mean, it opens up the playbook pretty good.
What would you call?
Me personally, with their linebackers up close, I'd probably run tight end on a seam.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
George goes in motion towards Longoria as he takes the snap. Another flag. It'll be a false start on the Rails. You don't often see 2-point tries from the 18-yard line, but that's unfortunately where the Rails are going to be. The refs try to set this thing properly. One of the refs thought about moving it to the 20, but they got everything set up. Now back at the 18.
2 yards, you can really make.
Longoria with nobody around him, 2 receivers to his right in Bouchard and George. George now moves in motion back towards Longoria. Throws it over the middle, walking in for the 2-point try. Wyatt Millens.
I called it,
Wyatt Millens on the seam, wide open. Landon Seeger could not have called it more perfect.
No, as a matter of fact, he called the play. He called the play they ran. We need to get him off the clock and into his coaching togs.
That would work pretty well, I would say, Ben. But 8-0. Waynoka on top of Kremlin-Hillsdale. 7:25 to go in the opening quarter.
Oh, man. Makes me not want to pause, but we probably better. We'll be right back with the Rails leading early on.
Railroaders, 8.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holders, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Railroader Field. Ben Buckland, Cade Kennedy, and the new play caller, Landon Seeger, with us tonight. Coach Nix will be up during halftime, and I'll also be talking to Deb Rankin about events that are coming up at Waynoka schools. Speaking of it takes a village, Deb photographs, I swear, every kid that does anything good in Waynoka. Deb is there to photograph them.
She even photographed me one time calling one of the basketball. I didn't know what I did to deserve that.
Me neither.
So we've got an
Having a
onside
clue
kick for the Rails that rolls around across the 45 and finally landed on at the 43-yard line by number 22, Kremlin-Hillsdale. That's Chase Pirtle, one of the seniors for the Bronx. And for Waynoka, the 8-0 lead for the Rails. And Ben, it's interesting. Waynoka, a team that has only averaged 6 points this entire season so far. To get 8 on that opening drive, to have the lead at home for the first time this year, All of that massive for the Rails.
8 will up the average from 6.
It absolutely will. As Tyler Smith, the junior quarterback, hands it up to Pirtle, who gets stuffed at the
Ball.
line of scrimmage. The ball might have come out. It looks like possession will stay with Kremlin's. One of the refs saying that Pirtle was down. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Kremlin-Hillsdale, their own 43-yard line, maybe a gain of half a yard at most. 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale going from right to left across your radio dial.
And they work no huddle. They look to the coach, then to their armbands, and here we go.
Smith with 2 receivers to his left decides to take it upfield himself. Rumbles to the 45-yard line, finally brought down at the 46. Only a 3-yard gain for Smith. Now one of the refs saying the 47, one was saying the 46. The one at the 47 wins out. So a 4-yard gain for Kremlin-Hillsdale. That'll make it 3rd and 6 for the Bronx.
Just one.
6:26 to go in the opening quarter. Waynoka striking on its opening drive. Kremlin-Hillsdale trying to do the same. Smith with a back to his right, 2 receivers left. As Smith takes the shot, fires it across the middle, and dropped by Logan McCants, one of the freshmen on this Bronx team, right at midfield. So good defense by the Rails, and that'll bring up 4th down for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
Head coach James Worley is really to be congratulated. He had 9 kids out last year. One of them got hurt. He finished the season with 8. He's got 21 kids out this year. Really stuck with it.
Absolutely has. Smith with the back to his left, a receiver to each side, man in motion, swings it out to Pirtle. Pirtle at the 40, makes a man miss, gets back to the 45, breaks a tackle, still trying to get there, and brought down at the 49-yard line. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Waynoka has it once again in positive territory.
Dakota Davidson, I believe, was on the tackle, and a single tackle.
Just a good tackle as well.
Really?
To wrap up Pirtle, who is a shifty guy to deal with, gave Timberlake some problems early on last week.
This portion of tonight's game is being brought to you by Viv's Flowers and Things.
1st and 10 from the Kremlin-Hillsdale 49.
Get your flowers from Viv. Get your ideas from Viv in downtown Waynoka.
6:09 to go in the opening quarter. Waynoka with the ball and an 8-0 lead as Longoria hands it off to George. George finds some room, gets to the 45, spins across the 42-yard line, finally brought down, and a nice gain of 7. You talked about it earlier, Ben. Roland George, kind of that conversion to a running back. He's looking for contact now. He's okay with it.
Yeah, he is okay with it.
So 2nd and 3 coming up for the Rails as they take time in the huddle. Longoria with the back to each side. George to his left, Bouchard to his right. Longoria takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now fires it over to Bouchard. Bouchard makes a diving catch for it at the 38-yard line. The ref's going to say it's incomplete.
That's called incomplete.
Ref's going to say that the ball hit the ground as Bouchard was trying to corral it, so that'll bring up 3rd and short for the Rails. It's still at the Kremlin-Hillsdale 42-yard line. 5:21 to go in quarter number 1. It's an 8-0 lead for Waynoka.
That was a catch that could have been ruled a catch. That was kind of one of those judgment calls. When he went down, his hand was under the ball, but the ball did bounce a little bit from down up into his chest. So, okay, here we go. 3rd and 2.
Longoria once again with the back to his right, has an end out as well. Longoria will take the snap, hand it the middle, rumbling across the 40, and that's about where this play is going to go into the pile of players for both sides.
Run up the middle is going to be just shy of a first
The handoff
down.
was the George again.
1 to go.
Gavin Stebbins in there pushing that pile. He's become a pretty good sized kid. He's been at the cafeteria dessert table, I think, during the season this year. He's put some on, and the weight room has kind of turned it into hard muscle.
4th and 1 at the Kremlin-Hillsdale 40s. Longoria powers ahead, but fumbled the ball, and Kremlin-Hillsdale falls on it, so the Bronx will have a takeaway for Kremlin-Hillsdale after Longoria tried to sneak across on 4th and 1.
Longoria really upset with himself. I mean, yes, I'm the guy who fumbled the ball on a quarterback sneak, and I don't like it.
Kremlin-Hillsdale will take over at their own 39-yard line. 4:36 to go in the opening quarter. Waynoka with the 8-0 lead over the Bronx. Smith with a back behind him and one to his left. Hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle breaks the tackle, spins around to the 40-yard line, pushing to the 45s, across it, and that's where he'll be brought down at the 46-yard line at Pirtle. A tough runner to deal with.
Good heavens, there was one guy still standing for the Railroaders after they got him down. So that would put 7 on top of him or beside him. It was took a little doing.
It's the ball marked at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 2 coming up now for Kremlin-Hillsdale. Bronx still in the same formation. Smith with the back to his right and back behind him. And Smith this time will fire it over the 45-yard line. Spinning away is Tugman. Gets down to the 49-yard line before finally being wrestled by a host of Rails. And in there, one of the guys on the stop, Corbin Ferguson, one of the juniors for Waynoka.
Corbin Ferguson started the onslaught of tacklers. He was the first to get there and held him up long enough till his friends got there, but they got there a couple of yards late.
1st and 10 for Kremlin-Hillsdale at their own 49-yard line. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter. Smith hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle racing around, trying to get the edge.
Got a flag.
Across the 50 and the flag out down to the 48-yard line. Then on the stop was Wyatt Millage. Will be a hold against Kremlin-Hillsdale. I'll back them up.
Gavin Stebbins in there again. Now it comes to the sidelines. Back into Kremlin-Hillsdale territory by quite a little bit.
Yeah, as a Bronx moved all the way back to their own 40, so
and they got to go to 40 on the other side, right?
Yeah, 1st and 19. Got to get to the Waynoka 41. And Smith takes the pass, rolls it back, fires across, intended for a man that's just a little bit off.
And when you say he fired. That
No,
baby was hot now.
He has a lot of those passes where he puts a lot of zip on it. Doesn't matter if it's a 3-yard route. It doesn't matter if it's a 30-yard route. There's going to be a lot of zip on the ball for Tyler Smith. 2nd and 19 now for the Bronx. Smith with a back to his right, 2 receivers out left. Takes the snap. Smith scanning, looking for somewhere to go. Thought about running up the middle. Now shakes a man. Gets across the 40. Looks for the sideline and runs out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Out of bounds. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
George runs him out of bounds, and he'd rather get out of bounds than meet up with Roland George, so he does.
3rd and 14 now for Kremlin-Hillsdale. 3:13 to go in the opening quarter. Waynoka still with the 8-0 lead over the Bronx. Smith in the gun, has 2 receivers left, one all the way out to the right. Smith takes the snap once again, scanning. Launches one deep down the field, and it's caught at the 30-yard line. Wrestled all the way to the 25, is out to Pirtle. As the running back just sneaks out, put him at receiver, and he gets all the way to the Waynoka 25. A nice pickup for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
30 yards on the moon ball.
Ball on the 25, 1st and 10.
Had a man in the area, but the ball dropped very nicely into the receivers.
Officials get everything set back up. Smith once again, same formation. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Smith takes it on a design quarterback run, gets outside of the 20 to the 16-yard line. I think 17 is where they're going to roll him out at. The officials will say he got out of bounds, so an 8-yard pickup on the quarterback scamper. We'll make it 2nd and 2 now for the Bronx. Under 3 minutes to play in quarter number 1. Pirtle moves back as the back behind Smith. The receiver out all the way to the right. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle cuts back outside to the 15, cuts back into the 10, surges ahead all the way to the 5, still trying to churn, and is finally brought down at the 5. So 1st and goal now for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
First down.
Kremlin-Hillsdale will roll with the exact same formation. Pirtle is the back, deep behind Smith, a receiver. Outright, Smith takes a snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle cuts outside again, cuts back in across the 3, gets to the 1, and extends over and in. Touchdown, Kremlin-Hillsdale. The Bronx able to respond as it's Pirtle once again on the carry.
Had the edge secured, but they got a blocker out there just at the right time. So he just ran behind that blocker, and it was wide open after that.
Kremlin-Hillsdale on the board now, going for 2:34 to go in the opening quarter. Pirtle's the back to the right of Smith, the receiver to each side. Smith takes the snap, looks for somewhere to go, rolling out right, still rolling, wants to try to run in. Extends towards the pylon and has nowhere to go. Waynoka able to stop the 2-point try. So 2:34 to go in quarter number 1. Waynoka still on top of the Bronx, 8-6 here on senior night.
It's a Halloween kind of a night, so the numbers that Landon Seeger has put on the digital board is 234. Maybe that is a good omen. Let's go with that. Rails up 8-6. We'll be back. Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, well, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
Welcome back to Waynoka as Tugman puts toe to leather and boots it to about the 17-yard line, where it's going to be picked up by the rails as Davidson races his way across 25-20, 35-30, all the way down to about the 50, nearly the 50-yard line. Did it go to Davidson, but a flag all the way back near the 40-yard line.
Holding on the Railroaders.
Yeah, so it will be a hold on Waynoka. Now it's from where's the spot of the hold. They've got to mark off where the hold was and then move it back. 10 yards from the spot, so they'll move. The hold is at the 39, so Waynoka will start at its own 29-yard line.
First and 10 Railroaders from the 29.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. When you need the numbers done, you better get them done pretty quick. The year's running out. Give Rick or Matt a call at Rick George and Associates, downtown Waynoka.
Rails go with a direct snap to Davidson. Davidson takes it across the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to be gone. Nobody's going to catch Davidson all the way to the house and a touchdown for Waynoka. Direct snap to Dakota Davidson. And there he goes, 71 yards.
Woo!
Davidson on the carry.
Once again, Mr. Taylor comes alive with touchdown. Railroaders, it's never sounded better.
And I mean, that's exactly what you need if you're Waynoka.
Yes.
Kremlin goes all the way down the field, gets a little bit of momentum, and you gut punch him right back. Dakota Davidson, one cut and gone. The Rails will go for 2. Longoria. Bouchard is the back to his right, hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard cutting back out all the way towards the 10-yard line, dancing around. Now looks to reverse back, gets all the way back across the 15 to the 10, cuts back all the way to the right, all the way in, touchdown, and a 2-point conversion for the Rails. As Bouchard able to run all the way to the left, back behind for 10 yards, and then all the way in.
Also a 71-yard run.
Yeah, basically. And we got a flag.
Oh, come
Flag
on.
on the way.
So a nice run, to say the absolute bare minimum.
It's going to have to be a 15-yarder because there's no 5-yard penalty that happened during that thing.
As they're continuing to march back, are the Rails. Now the refs will march this all the way back, still trying to figure out where they want to spot the ball.
So Landon Seeger with us in the booth tonight. He's running the clock, but he's also an aficionado on what's going on the field. You called the last play on the conversion. What are you going to call this time?
If they line up in the same formation, we'll bring that safety up how they did. Oh, they're not lining up in the same formation. I'm not sure what I would run here, Benny.
All right. We're going to show you. Back to throw. Tosses it in the end zone. It's good.
Caught it again.
And the try is good.
That's what you were going to call, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
2:12 to go in the opening quarter. Waynoka with a 16-6 lead over Kremlin-Hillsdale now.
2:12. We'll be back. Join us in about a minute back in Waynoka.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing. And our hometown veterinarian.
Welcome back to Waynoka, where the Rails have a 16-6 lead over Kremlin-Hillsdale. Still in the first quarter here on senior night, Halloween night. Like we said earlier, a good night for football. As Longoria attempts the onside kick that's still rolling. Kremlin-Hillsdale finally just decides to go ahead and jump on it. Jumping on it, Faye McCants at the 49-yard line. Rails were trying to hope that would go another yard so you could jump on it, but unfortunately only went 9. But still, you like the design on that onside kick, though.
For sure. Hey, we've got a strange week coming up next week, but it's good. So I'll tell you about it right after this play.
Kremlin-Hillsdale back out in Railroader territory. Smith with an empty backfield. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 to his near side. Smith takes the snap, rolls out right, scanning, looking for somewhere to go. Fires it over and in and out of the hands of Purnell.
Pass ball is incomplete. Second down.
And he does fire the ball.
He does.
So next week, the Rails will round out their season in Buffalo on Thursday. So Friday, our friends at South Barber in Kiowa and Hartner are beginning playoffs up there in 6-man football. So we'll do a broadcast, our first ever, of 6-man football, and we'll join Justin Goodnow as South Barber takes the field.
Smith takes a snap once again, looks for somewhere to go, cuts upfield, across the 50 once again, and had to run all that way just to get half a yard.
Short gain on the run.
The ref's now discussing something with, it looks like Wyatt Millage out there.
Short discussion.
Short discussion, but it brings up 3rd down for the Bronx. 1:39 to go in quarter number 1. Waynoka with a 16-6 lead. As Smith takes the snap, 2 receivers out to his left. Smith wants to keep it up. Gets across to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. Tried to stay in bounds, but eventually got pushed out or ended up falling out on his own at the 13-yard line. And another big gain for Kremlin-Hillsdale, that time a 36-yard run. And so Tyler Smith, I mean, once again, showing that athleticism, finds a little bit of a crease and just keeps running.
And without Corbin Ferguson, you'll be putting up another score. Corbin at least got him out of
Now a
bounds.
direct snap to Pertalis to go back, chase the ball, gets across to the 15, breaks the tackle to the 10, to the 5, keeps on his feet, and a touchdown for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
Touchdown, Kremlin-Hillsdale.
A busted play to Pertala to bobble the ball, an acrobatic catch just to even get it back, and then it ends up running in for a score. So 16-12, Kremlin-Hillsdale able to respond once again. Still over a minute to go in the opening quarter.
Plenty of time for Waynoka to score again.
Absolutely. Smith with Pirtle as the back behind it on the 2-point try. It's another direct snap to Pirtle. Pirtle goes up the middle, spins around. Does he get in?
Yeah, he does.
Say yes. The officials say it's a 16-14 ball game. Pirtle once again able to power his way in. So 1:19 to go in the opening quarter. Waynoka still on top of Kremlin-Hillsdale, 16-14.
1:19 to go here in the first, and your score.
1:19 left in the first. We'll be back right after this.
Clean Harbors, hazardous waste disposal and recycling services provide the widest range of recycling, treatment, and disposal options for all your hazardous waste streams. Unmatched in North America, our infrastructure of hazardous waste management facilities services all of the U.S. and Canada, northern Mexico, and Puerto Rico. We handle both drum and bulk hazardous waste in liquid, solid, semi-solid, sludge, and gas forms. One call handles all your hazardous waste disposal needs. Located in Waynoka, where we proudly support our railroaders.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road delight. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Waynoka, is open for business, and they invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. America's Oasis, an amazing concept. You have to experience it to believe it. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
Back in Waynoka as the Rails have a 16-14 lead over the Bronx of Kremlin-Hillsdale. As Tugman able to boot this one away all the way back to the 10-yard line where it'll roll to about the 8 and now be picked up by Davidson. As Davidson tries to make it some miss, spins around at the 20, 25-yard line, across the 30, still going to the 35, and finally brought down at the 39-yard line, and a late flag comes in. So Dakota Davidson, another great return, and we'll see what the flag is. It looks like it's going to be a horse collar tackle against Kremlin-Hillsdale. And if that's the case, I mean, you're starting this drive in midfield.
And over a minute on the clock, so they go to work.
It's a personal foul, a horse collar tackle on Kremlin-Hillsdale. So the Rails will start in Bronx territory at the 48-yard line. And I mean, Ben, you called it. You said there's still 1:05 in this quarter. Waynoka could score again.
So what do you want to do? Milk the clock so they won't have time to score?
Maybe.
Wait.
If it was right before halftime, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
We're still in quarter one.
We're still in quarter one.
It's a direct snap to Davidson. Davidson tries to spin his way forward, gets about a yard, still trying to fight for anything he can get, and is down to the 47.
Gain of a few on the play.
Just the 1 yard gain, so that'll make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, by the way, great voice. Thank you.
40 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Look at the 16-14 lead over the Bronx.
Davidson comes out to sit one out.
Gloria will have a back still to his left. Bouchard is the end on his right. Gloria takes the snap, hands it off to Millage. Or check that, not Millage, it was George. George not able to get anywhere, loses a yard, and so it'll be 3rd and 10 back at the 48. The Rails can take this to the second quarter, and it looks like they're content doing that. Only 3 seconds left in quarter number 1.
Barn burner of a quarter After one, it's 16-14. Rails up, but barely. We'll be back with quarter number 2. We're in Waynoka. Stay with us.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road delight. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Waynoka, is open for business, and they invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. America's Oasis, an amazing concept. You have to experience it to believe it. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
It's quarter number 2. We're back to the action.
Davidson hands it off to George, who gets absolutely wrestled down in the backfield at the 49-yard line. And so Waynoka trying to get a little fancy there with the fake. Looks like Davidson takes another direct snap, but instead hands it off. So now it'll be 4th down for the Rails.
Yeah, more often than not.
Brings up 4th and about 14 for Waynoka.
What's your 4th and 14, Landon Seeger?
I'd probably throw the ball at the sticks, Benny.
All right, here we go.
Longoria with the back behind him. Fakes a handoff. Longoria rolling to his right, lobs it down the field, and it is just a bit to the right of Millage. So incomplete and a turnover on downs. Kremlin-Hillsdale will take over with 11:17 to go in the first half, trailing 16-14 in Waynoka territory.
Nice looking ball. 25 yards in the air, just a little bit outside where he needed to put it or wanted to put it probably.
So the Bronx with an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. What has been a fun one so far. Smith with the back to his left has a receiver out there as well. Smith takes the handoff and keeps it himself, racing out towards the edge, across the 45
Look
to the
how
40,
fast
to the
he
35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5, touchdown Kremlin-Hillsdale.
Touchdown, Kremlin-Hillsdale.
Smith able to just take it and go, 48 yards for the score for the Bronx to give them the lead for the first time today. 11:04 to go in quarter number 2.
You could see after he got past the end that collapsed just how fast he was. He really went by our second level.
So the Bronx will go for 2. 20-16 lead now. 11:04 to go in the second quarter. An empty backfield for Smith, and by empty I mean there's a center, and that's about it.
That is, in fact,
And a
it.
timeout taken by Waynoka.
Correction, timeout Waynoka.
This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you as they do every week, and we thank them so much. Long's Gas Company in Alva. Yes, we're in Waynoka. They're in Alva. They do deliver propane in Waynoka and support the Waynoka Railroaders and are very proud to do it. We thank Long's Gas Company. Get that propane tank filled up because it's not going to be long. Maybe tonight. You might need a little furnace, maybe.
See here with 11:04 to go in the second quarter. We've got that shootout developing, Ben. I mean, it has been one of those, if you blink, you're going to miss a couple of drives.
Yeah, and Landon Seeger, once again, up with us, has been on the sidelines helping the Railroaders sometimes throughout this year and made the comment that both teams' defenses have trouble with the other team's offense, which I guess that breeds shootouts, right?
That it would. Smith with the back behind him, receiver to his right. Smith gives the
Oh, he
handoff
spun
to
by.
Pirtle. Pirtle spins around to the 5 and gets to the pylon and is in for the 2-point try. So Kremlin-Hillsdale now a 22-16 lead over the Rails, not even a minute into the second quarter.
They had him captured in the backfield, but he did a spin that wasn't anticipated and moved right on out of it. And when he gets to the end, if the end isn't contained, he's
gone.
He's quite a bit faster than those around him, no doubt.
Absolutely. He's shown the speed, he's shown the power earlier, just able to push off guys.
Yeah, he's a good-sized kid.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a good-sized kid, one of the seniors on this Kremlin team. We'll have to see how Waynoka responds.
Hopefully, they've fallen right into our trap.
They'll say it could be another one-play drive. We've seen 3 or 4 of those already today.
Yep.
It'll be Aiden Tugman to kick it away for Kremlin. 11:04 to go in the first half. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 22-16 lead over Waynoka. First time the Rails have trailed today as the kick on the way from Tugman goes all the way down and into the end zone for a touchback. First time we've had a touchback tonight.
I don't know that we've seen the ball kicked out of the end zone this year, right on through it.
It's been a while.
I think you're right.
The Rails offense makes its way onto the field with the field position you don't see very often, all the way back at their own 20-yard line. Longoria with a back to his right, receiver out as well, hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find some room and gets right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get.
No gain on the play.
Bouchard trying to slide to let the hole open, and the hole then really closed while he was waiting.
2nd and 10 for the Rails at their own 20-yard line. 10:59 to go in the first half.
We have a tradition here in Waynoka of playing long first quarters, apparently. Maybe that's a tradition we just started this year.
Maybe. Longoria once again with the back to his right in Bouchard. Fakes the handoff. Now Longoria rolling.
Go, buddy, go. Flag.
Rolling out once again. Davidson gets his way across 35, 40, 45, 50. We got a flag down all the way back near the line of scrimmage. It was another designed run.
Holding on the offense is the flag.
35 yards on the carry, but it's going to come back.
That would have been another nice play, but unfortunately, it's not going to work. Another penalty, negating a big play, fortunately for the Rails.
This is the last home game of the season. The Rails do not qualify for district play.
2nd down and 20, back at the 10.
And next Thursday, we'll be in Buffalo to close out the season.
2nd and 20 for the Rails at their own 10-yard line. Longoria hands it off to get it up the middle for about a gain of 4. Handoff goes to George.
George, the ball carrier.
10:23 to go in the second quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 22-16 lead over Waynoka as it brings up 3rd and about 16. Rails begin to line up. Longoria with the back behind him. Now George going in motion from the right. Longoria looks for somewhere to go. Still scrambling around, trying to find time. Heaves it down to George, and it's batted away. As Denton West, the sophomore, able to get in front of it and swat it down.
Longoria got undone when he threw the ball. He's shaking his head off, shaking his head now, trying to shake it off.
Flag down. It looks like it'll be against Kremlin-Hillsdale.
He got popped in the face.
Bronx end up having to move back. Just going to spot the ball. This is going to be a pretty good spot for Waynoka. The 29-yard line is where they're spotting this thing at. So I would think.
So 3rd and 1 instead of 3rd and a jillion.
Yeah, instead 3rd and 16. So defensive. I would believe this would be a pass
After the
interference.
penalty, it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 1.
Something along those lines. It's now only 3rd and 1 for Waynoka at their own 29-yard line. Longoria takes the snap, tries to get across the 30-yard line. Does he get the first down? He does get the first down at the 31.
First down.
So just a nice little keeper once again for Longoria, and this time he's able to get across. And Ben, one of the longer drives we've had today, it's lasted at least a full minute.
We might be milking the clock.
We might be. 9:30 to go in the second quarter. Waynoka down 22-16. So far already, driver had to overcome a penalty and able to do so. Longoria hands it off to George, it looks like, who's able to cut back across the 30, gets down to the 33-yard line.
Short gain on the play.
Nice gain of 1. They're going to put it at the 32.
He ran 7 or 8 yards looking for a place to go forward.
It
And
goes all the way right and then cuts back left. 2nd and 9 for the Rails at their own 32. Longoria comes out with a back to each side. Now George goes more towards an end position. Bouchard is the back to his right. It's a handoff to Bouchard. Bouchard tries to find some room, cuts across to the 34-yard line, dives down.
another big down. Big down. Keep the move on.
Pickup of 2 that'll make it 3rd and 7 for the Rails. 8:22 to go in quarter number 2. As we make our way towards the midpoint of the second quarter. So another big 3rd down coming up once again. Last time it was 3rd and 16. You had the personal foul on Kremlin-Hillsdale that made it 3rd and 1. Longoria was just able to sneak over. 3rd and 7, I would think a little bit different.
Might be an interesting call here. George is on the sideline. Gonna throw it.
As
Here we
Longoria
go.
looks for someone to go, fires across the middle of the field, and it's caught at midfield. Breaking a tackle is Davidson, the 45 down at the 40-yard line, and a first down for the Rails. Dakota Davidson, another big play today.
31 yards, looking good.
The receiver on the play.
And Longoria able to put a pretty ball on that to
Yes.
Davidson as well. Clock continues to run. The explosive play for the Rails. 7:35 to go in the second quarter. Waynoka now on the move. As Longoria has a receiver to each side, and Bouchard is the back behind him. Now Davidson goes in motion. It's a handoff to Davidson as he finds open room across the 35-30. Cut out to the right, 25-20, 15 down to the 10. And he's finally wrestled down. And another big gain once again to Dakota Davidson.
That's about the only guy on the field that could have caught him.
There was only one man to beat, and unfortunately, he was able to get to his feet.
First and goal.
Yep.
First and goal for the Rails. 7:08 to go in the second quarter. Waynoka back where they want to be. They just got to get a little bit more now. Trying to take the lead back. As Longoria with a back behind him now hands it off, and George Davidson, who gets hammered at the 13-yard line. Tried to go to Davidson
That
one too
is-
many times. That time, Kremlin-Hillsdale ready for it.
That is Trace Sellex, who is a freshman, but he is a large freshman that made the tackle.
Yeah, it's a nice play there by Celix, able to make the stop. Longoria with the back behind him. Now Davidson goes in motion again. It's another handoff to Davidson, who gets upfield, breaks the tackle with the 10 to the 5, and a touchdown for Waynoka. Dakota Davidson able to run in.
Railroaders.
And we've got a tie ball game in Waynoka with a 2-point try on the way. As the back and forth continues on senior night. Longoria with Bashar as the back to his right, and we've got flags. False start against Waynoka.
Well, it's just 5. We're used to 15 on these, so
that is true.
They played right into our hands with a short penalty.
Only the false start this time, and moves it back to the 8, where the Rails will have to try. 6:10 to go in the second quarter. Longoria, Bashard, the back to his right, 2 receivers out wide to the left. Now Bashard motions out on the far side. Longoria takes the snap, looking for somewhere to go, fires across the middle, and it is caught once again. Another 2-point try, and another pass to Wyatt Millich. So Waynoka able to take the lead back with 6:10 to go in the first half. Waynoka with a 24-22 lead. That barn's starting to burn a little bit, Ben.
Nicely done. The pass was just enough in front of Millich that the defender was in good shape, but he was half a body away from Millich. He just couldn't reach it to tap it away, and a nice catch by Millich. It's 6:10 in the first half. Rails up by 2, 24-22 on senior night, the last home game of the season in Waynoka. We'll be right back.
What do you look for in a good ag lender? Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? Guidance with the latest technology? On-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule? Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
Back in Waynoka as the onside kick recovered by the Bronx at the 47-yard line in Kremlin-Hillsdale territory. The Bronx once again good field position as Waynoka is just trying to get that onside to go. It hasn't gone yet. Smith with the back to his left in Pirtle. Receiver out far as well. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle able to get to the 50, lunges ahead for an extra yard to the 49-yard line. Just a 4-yard run right up the gut, and it makes it 2nd and 6.
You know, we haven't kept this stat, but the amount of times an onside kick has been recovered by the kicking team this year would be a small number.
It would. Smith once again back to his left, receiver left. Smith this time swings it out to Tugman as Tugman gets across to the 45-40, still on his feet to the 35, still fighting to the 30, and finally brought down.
For a long game. That's good
right
for
at the 30-yard line, and another explosive play, this time going in Kremlin-Hillsdale's favor.
almost 20 yards on
Say a
that little
I'm
scamper.
going to say 19 yards for Tugman. First and 10 for Kremlin-Hillsdale at the Waynoka 30-yard line. 5:29 to go in the first half as Smith hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle dances around, gets up to the 25, still on his feet, trying to lunge forward, and as he does, gets an extra yard out of it. A 6-yard gain to the Waynoka 24. 5:15 to go in the first half. Waynoka still holding on to that 24-22 lead.
You don't do anything.
Fucking wander around on the side.
Maybe look at his eyes.
Smith once again with Pirtle as the back behind him and a receiver out left. Another handoff. No, it's a fake. Smith's going to keep it around to the 20 where he's
Nice
finally
tackle.
wrestled down by Roland George.
Textbook tackle, nicely done, Roland George.
Gain of a couple on the play will bring up a third down and short.
Bring up 3rd and 1 at the 21-yard line of Waynoka. An empty backfield for Smith. 2 receivers to the left, 1 out to his right. Smith takes the snap, runs up the middle, looks for somewhere to go, cuts across the 20, now cuts back to his right to the 15, still on his feet.
Roland
Finally
George again.
Brought down, and as you mentioned, George again on the stop.
First down.
First down for Kremlin-Hillsdale, 4:39 to go in quarter number 2 as the Broncs make their way to the red zone.
Well, I guess we hurry up and let them score, so we'll have plenty of time to score again before
So you
halftime.
might be able to get 2 more possessions.
Yeah,
out of
you
this.
could.
That might be Kremlin-Hillsdale's thing.
Well, it could be.
Smith once again, empty backfield this time, swings it over to Pirtle. As Pirtle able to get across to the 10 and inside
Receiver pushed out of bounds.
about the 5-6 yard line. See where they want to mark this, maybe the 7.
Ball near the 7.
Beat about the 7 yard line. Second down for Kremlin-Hillsdale. An empty backfield, still that same formation they're showing with Smith and nobody around him, 2 receivers left. This time Smith takes it up the middle to the 5, still trying to go forward and finally brought down at about the 4.
There were lots of people in there, headed up by Solomon for the Railroaders.
3:55 to go in the first half. It's first and goal for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
First and goal inside the 5.
Now Pirtle goes as the back to the left of Smith. Smith takes a snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle goes ahead up the middle and in for the Kremlin-Hillsdale touchdown.
Kremlin-Hillsdale.
3:36 to go in the second quarter, and Kremlin-Hillsdale able to retake the lead.
I'm telling you, they've played right into Waynoka's trap. Hopefully.
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 The Broncs get ready for their 2-point try. Opportunity to extend it to a 6-point lead for Kremlin-Hillsdale. Smith with a back to his right. Smith takes a snap, looking, firing across to Pirtle in the end zone to get the 2-point conversion.
2-point try is good.
That time they just slipped Pirtle out and he's able to catch it. So Kremlin-Hillsdale extends the lead now, a 6-point lead for the Broncs. 30-24. Kremlin-Hillsdale leading Waynoka with 3:36 to go in the first half.
That ball was thrown not particularly well, and it was thrown hard. And Pirtle handled it like there's nothing to this, really. I've got it handled here.
I was like, he made it look really easy.
He did. Timeout on the field. 3:36 to halftime. Rails down on a seesaw battle. Right now it's 30-24. Good guys down, and we'll be back after this.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back in Waynoka, Kremlin-Hillsdale retakes the lead over the rails 30-24 as Tugman able to send that one all the way back to almost the end zone again. Davidson's going to have to, or are they going to call that touchback? Yes, they are. She got to the front of the end zone for the touchback.
End zone for touchback.
Davidson had to looked over there saying, do I need to pick this up? Is it at the one? And so gets it all the way into the end zone, does Tugman.
First and 10 Railroaders from the 20.
Trip trays on the board as we move toward halftime. I'll have Deborah Rankin as my guest at halftime, so stay with us.
Longoria with a back behind him in Bouchard, a receiver out to each side. Now man in motion is Davidson. It's a handoff to Davidson. Cuts back upfield, able to get 2 out of it. Starting to see a lot more motion and a lot more Dakota Davidson. And there's a good reason why. He's made a lot of explosive plays tonight.
He has looked good. When he gets out and gallops, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
3:08 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Rails at their own 22-yard line. Now trailing 30-24, largest deficit of the day for Waynoka. Longoria with a back behind him in the eye. The flip out to Davidson. Davidson makes a man miss, gets across the 25 to the 30, still fighting across the 35 down to the 40-yard line, and another explosive play, but a flag. And it's a hold against Waynoka.
Holding on the offense.
Davidson took a shot there. He's trying to find enough air in the universe to be able to get to the sidelines.
Roland George will check back in his absence. Old moves it back to about the 12-yard line is where they're going to set up at, will the Rails. Make it a 2nd and 18. 2:46 to go in the first half. Rails trailing 30-24 as Longoria with 2 backs beside him. Time hands it off to Bouchard. Is Bouchard able to get across to the 15, and that's all he's going to get, just a 3-yard gain. It'll make it
Short
3rd
gain
and
on the
15.
run. Bouchard with the carry.
So under 2.5 to play now in quarter number 2. As Rails facing another 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 for Waynoka at their own 15-yard line. The play clock down to 7 seconds. Longoria with a man in motion, takes the snap, looks for someone to go, fires it down across the middle, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands. Pirtle made a great play on the ball. Nearly had an interception, but dropped it.
2 receivers and 2 defenders in a teacup area, and they all had a chance at the football.
So now make it 4th and 15 for Waynoka. 1:54 to go in the first half.
You got a kick out of this, I believe.
And for the first time today, I believe it's the first time today.
I believe you're right.
At least, we have a punt.
I think it's the first time for either one, isn't it?
It might be. I believe it is. Is Longoria able to punt that one away? It'll bounce at the 35 and take a Kremlin-Hillsdale hop to the 32-yard line, where it gets swatted out of frustration by Bouchard.
And that one will be down.
So 1:54 to play in the first half.
A couple of dozen on the kick and not much more. Needed a little more help, or we need to get to halftime quick.
Yeah, so the Bronx now in prime position here. Only 32 yards to go to extend what's already their largest lead of the day.
And almost 2 minutes to do it. have used a timeout and maybe 2.
Smith, the quarterback, Pirtle to his left, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle met right at the line to gain and had nowhere to go.
No gain on
A lot in there on the stop. Millage was in there, and then number 14, someone we know a lot about. We have his dad on here every once in a while. Stetson Nick's able to be in there.
And his buddy, Chris Solomon, a sophomore also. We've called Solomon's name a few times tonight. He's been strong on the inside.
Kremlin-Hillsdale wanted to take a little bit of time down now. 1:20 to play in the first half. Smith in an empty backfield. I think 2 receivers to his left. Smith takes the snap, looking for someone to run. Cuts
Ball,
it left.
ball,
The
ball,
ball
ball,
is
ball.
on the ground. It's picked up by the rails. It's still rolling around. And Waynoka, I think, able to fall on it a second time, potentially. Rails are celebrating as if they have the ball. I believe they do. Hillsdale trying to argue that it was down. Now we're going to see what the refs have to say about
Lots of people pointing at lots of other people. Let's see what happens here.
The spot is the 32.
Rails are going to the huddle.
So I would, yeah, it'd be Waynoka ball.
1:04 in the first half. That's time enough.
That is, with some of the drives we've seen today. So Waynoka able to get the ball back off the fumble. A lot better field position than you had moments ago. Longoria with a back to his left. Longoria takes a snap now, flips it over to Davidson. Davidson with a little bit of space at 35-40, 45-50. Davidson just pushing his blockers forward, gets across the 45 and down to the 44-yard line. Another explosive play for Dakota Davidson. 53 seconds to play in the first half. Waynoka in prime position now.
25, almost 26, huh?
Yeah, nice gain for Davidson.
Yes.
Rails want to move up quickly now. 1st and 10 at the Kremlin-Hillsdale 44-yard line. Longoria with the back to his left, hands it off to George. George gets a little bit of open space across the 40 to the 39 and a flag.
George on the carry, flag on the play.
So 4-yard gain. We'll see what the flag is. The refs now discussing about it. The refs are still trying to figure out what this is going to be. Both coaches going to have it explained to them, it looks like.
Well, we're walking.
Staying right at the 40, so this might be a decline penalty. I don't know what this would be on Kremlin. Also, it'd be maybe an offside or...
Their coach
like
is
that.
not liking how this is turning out.
No.
So I'm thinking the Railroaders are going to continue at the 40-yard line. Is that what you think?
And maybe. I mean, I don't know if they're just spotting the ball there and it's the spot of a foul or if it's just the spot of the ball. Well, there's 47 seconds left in the first half. That we do know.
We do know that.
And we know that
we know it's an official's timeout, right? Neither team called a timeout.
No, there's no. This is an official's timeout, I would think. They're the ones who threw the flag and started this discussion.
True. Their coach is still
Not very happy.
not happy and wants to go through it once more, at least.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line of Kremlin-Hillsdale. So I think it was just a decline penalty at the end of the day.
No signals, so I guess.
Interesting there.
We're going to throw the
takes the
football.
snap. Longoria firing it down across the middle of the field, and it's
hang on.
and out of the
Defense ball's
hands.
incomplete.
Oh.
Just a great opportunity, but not able to hold on to that one was Davidson.
Longoria is impressive in a lot of areas, and one for sure is his throwing.
Yes. So he has had some great throws tonight.
Mm-hmm.
41 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 6 for Waynoka at the 40-yard line of the Bronx.
George will check back in.
Ferguson will come out. 30-24, Kremlin-Hillsdale on top of Waynoka. Rails trying to strike one more time in the first half. As Longoria with a back to his right has an end and receiver to his left. Longoria Gives it off to
Little
Davidson.
gadget.
Davidson makes a cut over to the 40, to the 35, finds some open space to the 30-yard line, and another flag.
Flag on the play.
30 seconds left in the first half, and that flag will stop the clock, but it will not be a good stoppage, I don't think, for Waynoka.
What'd you see there, Landon?
If I had to guess, it was probably a block in the back.
Landon Seeger running the clock tonight, has helped on the sidelines when he could throughout the year.
And it is a block in the back on the rails. So unfortunately, Landon Seeger was
Block
right
in the back on the offense.
The block in the back moves it back to the 44-yard line as the rails getting back in order. As Ferguson will sub in, and now a timeout going to be taken by Coach Slater.
Timeout, Waynoka.
Which is okay because, you know, you can't take them with you to the bus, so why not use one here? And they had people coming in, then back out, so time to talk it over. It is 30 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll keep it here. I'll have Deb Rankin with me at halftime. She does a whole bunch of stuff inside the school system and outside in the community. Just an incredible woman. A whole incredible family. The first person to help on the Railroader broadcasts with me was Austin Rankin, the son of, and then after he went off to college, Bailey Rankin, the daughter, helped for a couple of years here, and then she went away to college, and here we are. The rest is, as we say, somewhat history, sort of history, kind of. So Cade Kennedy and Landon Seeger got to celebrate the victory of the Rangers last week.
That's true. That is true. The big homecoming win over Southern Nazarene.
If you're going to win one, there's no better one to win than homecoming, huh?
Yeah, there's another pretty big one coming on down the line, too. So
What do we got?
We got Southwestern November 15th,
Oh,
the big rivalry.
Swazoo. Here we go.
Longoria with no one around him takes the snap. Longoria rolling out to his right, still searching. Decides to run with it. Gets out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. We're going to mark this at, so it'll be fourth down for the Rails. 25 seconds left in the first half. So now it's just a 4th and 7, which is not the worst play for Longoria. You stopped the clock and you made it an easier 4th down to convert.
So Colin Bouchard comes over to the coach to pick up the play, and I'm thinking we might sling one here. What do you think?
I would think so.
You would too. Yes, you would.
Longoria with an empty backfield, 2 receivers to his left. Now Davidson goes in motion. Longoria takes the snap, rolls out to his left, has a little bit of room, looks for somewhere to lob it to, and it's intercepted at the 30-yard line, across the 35, down at the 39. The pick by Denton West. 15 seconds to go in the first half, and Kremlin-Hillsdale able to come up with a big turnover right before halftime. And now if you're Kremlin-Hillsdale, you're thinking about it, you have a timeout or two. You have 15 seconds and 61 yards to go.
Kremlin-Hillsdale.
They for sure have one timeout. They may have 2, but for sure one.
We'll see what the Bronx want to do if they want to. And Kremlin-Hillsdale also, I believe, gets the ball to start the second half. Smith. Hurdle as the back to his right, a receiver to each side. Smith takes the snap, rolls right, shovel pass over to Pirtle, gets across to the 40, to the 45, cuts over to the left, to the 50, and out of bounds at about the 48-yard line with 6 seconds to go in the first half. Kremlin-Hillsdale able to pick up a quick first down. Just a nice little shovel pass over to Pirtle. Now only 48 yards for the Bronx to go, but only 6 seconds to work with.
I think we can all call this play.
Smith. Should check that everything's correct. Got 2 receivers to his left. Hurdle is more of an into his right. Smith takes the snap, looks for somewhere to go, rolling around as we get a flag down. Pass caught at the 35-yard line by Pirtle. No time left on the clock. We'll see what the flag is. It's a hold. There were 3 flags down. A lot of people saw the hold. And that'll take us to halftime, as Kremlin-Hillsdale is a 30-24 lead over Waynoka.
Halftime. Deb Rankin will be my guest in just a couple of minutes. We'll pause now for these words. Thank you for joining us. We're in Waynoka at senior night, the last home game of the football season.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing. And our hometown veterinarian.
It's halftime in Waynoka. It's senior night. It's a beautiful night. We have had such great weather all year long. Now we get to start basketball season where the weather doesn't make much difference except on the drive to and from. It is 30-24. Railroaders down, but just a little bit at halftime, and it's been a really, really entertaining first half. Ben Buckland with you, along with Cade Kennedy. And joining us is a lady that does, I don't know, so many different things. Deb Rankin. Deborah, thank you or Mrs. Rankin, thank you for joining us.
Well, great. I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Now, Mrs. Rankin is a school teacher, as I think, right?
Absolutely. I teach pre-K at Waynoka, yes.
But you're everywhere. I mean, every time that I see a Waynoka kid doing anything that's good, you don't take pictures when they're bad, I don't think. But you take pictures.
Pictures. Yes. I've been at Waynoka for almost 20 years, so they're all my kids.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. You've got some stuff coming up, too, that's pretty exciting on some of the other things you do.
Absolutely. I'm the 4-H leader here in Waynoka, and we have the Sunshiner Dinner coming up pretty soon, and I was wanting to encourage everyone in the community to come to that. That's going to be on the 20th of this month. It's on a Saturday afternoon, and we start that morning peeling potatoes, preparing the meals. Kelly Like and Tony Morrell cook all the food for us. I have people around the community that are cooking turkeys. About 5 o'clock, we start prepping meals for delivery, and we have volunteers in the community that come and deliver the meals throughout the community. And then at 6 o'clock that evening at the multipurpose building at the school, we'll have a free meal for anyone who wants to come and eat with us that evening.
Boy, that's a bunch of information that went by really quickly, but it takes a village, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And I have some outstanding 4-H families that help me a lot. Yeah, it's going to be a good event, and we have over 45 kids enrolled this year in Waynoka 4-H, and the families are very active, and it's a super program. I'm happy to be involved in that.
4-H is so good, and it's been so good for so long.
It has been. Yes, it has been. My kids benefited. My kids are 4th generation 4-Hers, and I'm sure they'll have children that are going to be 4-Hers too. And there are just so many advantages that they've gotten from being in 4-H, and so many good field trips or national trips and things like that from 4-H too. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking this afternoon, Deborah and I, about things in 4-H, and she mentioned Share the Fun, and I said, I did Share the Fun when I was a like third, fourth.
Absolutely, yeah. Share the Fun. It was changed to 4-H Has Talent for a few years, but it's just a talent show that 4-Hers get to show off what they're good at, what skills they have, maybe musically or acting or any of that kind of thing. And so that's coming up in December that the 4-H program will have at that time.
I'm talking with Deborah Rankin. She works the sidelines on most games and takes a jillion pictures and posts them. Where all do you post?
Just my Facebook page. I just share for anyone that wants to use them for anything that they have going on.
I see. Okay, go back to the dinner or it's a day, right?
Oh, it takes the whole day for us. Yes. We start prepping at 9, and then it's that evening at 6.
And during the day, you cook meals and you send people like me out to deliver them?
If anyone in the community wants to help volunteer to deliver them, yes. I have a great group that volunteers every year, but I'll always take more volunteers to deliver the meals throughout the community. They can also call in and let me know if they want meals delivered, just on my cell phone. So,
how long have you been doing this?
This is the 33rd year for the Sunshiner Dinner in Waynoka. The 4-H Club took it over 10 years ago, and we've been doing it for the past 10 years.
I see. So it's fully a 4-H Club event.
We provide a lot of the manpower for it. We have people in the community that deliver, people in the community cook turkeys, but the kids are the ones that assemble the meals and get them all out to all the vehicles to be delivered, and then they also serve the meal in the evening at the in-person meal.
I see. How many kids did you say are in 4-H now?
We have 45 in Waynoka 4-H this year, and then there's a Cloverbud organization that has about 30 in it. That's for the younger 5 through 8-year-olds.
I see. And some of the events that I go to, are not just Waynoka. They're Waynoka, Alva, some other place. Is there a Woods County 4-H? How's that work?
Oh, absolutely. We belong to a bigger organization, Woods County 4-H, and that ultimately belongs to Oklahoma 4-H. So there are different levels of 4-H that you can be active in. And yes, Alva and Waynoka and Freedom have 4-H clubs that they combine together to have Woods County 4-H events. And that's what 4-H Has Talent, Share the Fun now, is a Woods County 4-H event.
I see. Is there a date on that? It's
the first part of December 9th, I believe. It's held at Alva at the auditorium in Alva High School.
I see. So it's a weekend date then, I'm thinking.
Sunday. It's a Sunday afternoon, yes.
I see. And it's like a talent show. It's not like, it is a talent show.
Yes, absolutely. It's a talent show. We have a lot of Waynoka kids, well, any, Woods County kids there, and they do small group skits or big club skits, or they can do individual talents, whatever they have.
So are there categories of being judged in, or is there one winner? How does that work?
Well, it's according to age, and then it's also according to like an individual talent, a small group, or a large group. So there's 3 different divisions there, and then of course junior, intermediate, and then Cloverbuds also, and the seniors. So there's different age levels.
I see. So how long have you been associated with 4-H in your life?
I joined 4-H when I was 11, and then once my kids were old enough, I volunteered and started helping out as a volunteer, and I've been volunteer for a little over 20 years as a 4-H volunteer.
And you've taught school for almost 20 years?
This will be my 31st year.
Well, I missed it a little. I was never a math major, actually.
Well, I didn't do 4-H the whole time I was teaching, but yes, I've been busy.
Well, I'm sure you know that the community appreciates you so much. I got to tell you that we do a show on Thursdays called Rose and Ben, and my colleague is Rose Blanc, who is 91 years old. And she is we have people on the show to talk about what's going on in their community. She's just amazed. She says, you people in Waynoka, I mean, you have event after event after event, and people turn out and they support the community, and you have bake sales and they buy all the stuff. It's just incredible watching you people down there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, any kind of need we need, I just have to put out, if I need toilet paper rolls, all I have to do is put it out on Facebook or out in the public, and I get plenty, or whatever need we need. We have a lot of support. It's awesome.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for pledging your head and your heart and your hands and your health and all of that.
Very good. I'm impressed. Yes.
Thank you for joining me. Deb Rankin, one of the great ones. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's halftime in Waynoka. The Rails are down, but not by much. Cade Kennedy, not by much.
No, I mean, this is another competitive game, which is something we've only been able to say a few times this year, unfortunately. But this is a game where we've seen a lot from Waynoka. We've seen them able to just have these nice drives that go on. Some of them have the long 6-minute drive to open the game, and then you have some where it's just get the ball to Dakota Davidson and let him operate, let him go to work, find some open space and turn it into a 20, 25, 30-yard play.
You know, on the locker room show, Coach Payson Slater was sharing that last week, the last game, when we scored a touchdown, he said, you know, they had a huddle after the touchdown. He said, guys, that was pretty fun, wasn't it? I mean, it's a little late in the year to score the first one, but gosh, that was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, and they're going, yeah, let's do it again. So a little motivation here tonight. Hopefully they're having fun, because it's a fun game to watch. It looks like it's a fun game to play.
Yeah, I mean, it has been just a fun atmosphere all around. I mean, playing on Halloween, you don't get to do this very often. And it comes around only every once in a while that you get a game exactly on Halloween. So it's been great seeing the atmosphere. Like I said earlier, you've got kids running around dressed up as anything and everything. You've got what's been a fun day, the seniors getting honored before the game for senior night. There's been a lot going on. And I think it's kind of shown a little bit. Some of your seniors have been stepping up. Roland George has made some nice plays here and there. Colin Bouchard, what he's been asked to do, kind of be more of that almost fullback type of position at times. Just about, hey, we're going to give you the ball, get 2 or 3 yards. That's all we need out of you right now. We've got our burners on the edge in George and Davidson. And then even Wyatt Millage as well. He's had some amazing plays. 2-point conversions are his go-to today.
Yes. And this is something that Coach Slater has brought up several times throughout the year in the locker room show, is that a lot of the names that we call, both on offense and defense, are sophomores.
Yes.
Good look for down the road.
Yes, absolutely. It is one of those things that you want to get them developed as quick as possible. And the best way to develop them is to be able to put them in a game, in a real situation, and see what they do.
You know, another thing that that we have talked about, Coach Slater and I, on the locker room show, is I know of a couple of other teams that I have friends or relatives on, one in Oregon, one in Kansas, that have not won games. Now they're 0-7, 0-8 on a 10-game schedule, and the players are quitting. The parents are mad. The players are quitting. That has not happened in Waynoka. I mean, everybody's chin is up. Even and we talk about it quite a bit because he's such a great kid. But Bouchard has been hurt since the beginning of the year. He's been nicked up in some area, but he never, as Coach says, never misses practices. He's always positive and always ready to go, and always gets up after the play, no matter how bad. Sometimes we've had to talk him up, I think. Go, oh, come on, get up, get up, because the hit was so brutal. But there's no quit in any of these guys, and there's really no bad smack. Just we need to get a win. We need to get a win.
Absolutely, and that's what you like to see. And that sense of urgency, I think you're seeing that here tonight. There's 2 games left in the season. There's 2 more opportunities to get a win. Yeah, we may not make the playoffs out of this deal, but let's try to get a win. Let's try to end the season on the best note we absolutely can.
It is halftime. Just about not halftime, but it still is for about a minute. So we're going to pause. We appreciate you joining us tonight. At halftime, the Rails are down 30-24. A comeback is anticipated. We'll be back after this timeout.
What do you look for in a good ag lender?
Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? Guidance with the latest technology? On-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule? Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back in Waynoka, where the Rails down 30-24 at the half here against Kremlin-Hillsdale. About a minute and a half until we get the third quarter underway. Another guest, always a guest joining us, I guess, but someone always we're glad to have. Ronnie Nix, Coach Nix, whatever you want to call him, here once again to help out.
We're here. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
We are here.
And it's warmer in here.
Oh, I bet so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, see if we can get a rail comeback here.
Absolutely. I mean, one of those games where a real comeback doesn't mean a whole lot. I mean, it's only 6 points in terms of meaning a whole lot in terms of size, I guess is the best way to put that. But a game where we've seen Waynoka fight really hard in it again, and we've seen a lot of that pay off.
Yeah, Coach Klein usually get in at halftime, make a couple adjustments on defense. Offense has looked pretty impressive tonight. 24 points on the board. That might be the most of the year in terms of a game. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of fireworks here. Ben and I made that joke a lot of times already today that, well, there's still 40 seconds left in this half. Maybe something could happen here.
Yeah, we got the turnover we needed right there. Just couldn't convert. Big penalty cost us. So, but we're going to fight and get after it here.
The Rails get ready to kick off to get the second half underway. Clock reset to 12 minutes. Quarter number 3 put on the clock. And we are ready to go with the second half of action as the kickoff will end up rolling out of bounds and the flag comes out.
Goes out of bounds, drawing a flag.
Kremlin-Hillsdale able to get good field position to start up, but it's the first time we've seen Waynoka go away from the onside kick so far today.
Yeah, I think they were trying to kick it a little deeper, maybe to take one of those spin backs and maybe get down there to cover it up.
But the Bronx at the 35-yard line, their own 35s. They'll go from right to left across your radio dial. Tyler Smith makes his way back out on the field, has a back to his left receiver, who's left as well here on the near side. Smith takes the snap, hands it up the middle to Chase Pirtle, who did a lot of damage in the first half and keeps just dragging defenders with him to the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 for the Bronx.
Yeah, I got through the first arm tackle there. Didn't quite get up on him, but rallied the troops and got him down for short game.
2nd and 5 for Kremlin-Hillsdale. Now at the 40-yard line. 11:33 to go in quarter number 3. Kremlin-Hillsdale with the ball and the 30-24 lead is once again Smith with a back in Pirtle. Hands it off to Pirtle. Tries to get towards the outside and gets brought down at the 41. Short gain, only a yard. Multiple rails in there on the stop. Corbin Ferguson's in there, and then also Cooper Truesdale.
Yeah, the big defensive end, sophomore, finally containing that little read play, and it looked better than earlier.
It did.
There.
So the ref moves it up to the 42, give him the forward progress there. So 3rd and 3 for the Bronx as Waynoka trying to get a big stop early in the third quarter. 10:55 to play in quarter number 3. Same score, 30-24, favoring Kremlin-Hillsdale. So we haven't seen a whole lot of Kremlin-Hillsdale wanting to use almost all the play clock down to 5 here. Smith with the back one behind him, receivers to each side. Smith takes a snap, hands it off to Pirtle, gets hit at the 39-yard line, and drawn back first on the scene was Wyatt Millage.
That's a big stop right there by Wyatt, joined in there by Chris Solomon. You know, I thought he had a really, really good first half, Chris did, and Wyatt coming up with a big stop there.
And that'll be decision time for Kremlin-Hillsdale as they've got the ball at their own 39. So 4th and 6. What do the Bronx want to do with it? It looks like they'll go for it.
Yeah, I don't think they've punted yet in this game. So I kind of expected this, see if we can get a big stop here.
Smith with the back to his right, 2 receivers left. Smith takes a high snap, rolls right, still rolling. Once they get across the 35, throws it at the last minute. It's caught at the 47-yard line by Pirtle, gets across the midfield to the 50 into Waynoka territory, down at the rails, 47. I mean, once again, just finding Pirtle and getting him in space, that has been the key for Kremlin-Hillsdale all day.
Yeah, I thought we might have got him out of bounds, but just come up short there, and he just flipped it out there.
Waynoka 45.
We'll move it to the 45-yard line of Waynoka. 9:48 to go in the third quarter. Bronx still with the ball in a 30-24 lead. Smith with receivers to each side. Receiver to his left and 2 to the right. Bronx want to take a bit of time. Play clock down to 2. Now it's at 0, and we've got the flag.
There it is.
Delay again.
Delay game on the offense.
That'll get them behind the chains, and maybe that's a favor for our defense right here.
That is. Giving him 15 yards to work with instead of 10. So 1st and 15, ball right at the 50. Smith will now look to set up the offense again. Same formation, a receiver all the way out to his left. Number 40, that's the freshman Logan McCants. Then 2 receivers as now Pirtle comes back in motion towards the middle. It's a design run for Smith. Smith takes it, gets across midfield to the 45 to the 40-yard line where he's finally roped out of bounds by Corbin Ferguson. So 2nd and 5 now for the Bronx. Able to get 10 yards back on the play. Smith, I mean, we talked about it, one of those athletes that just has the speed, has that zip when he throws the ball. He has been fun to watch so far tonight.
Yeah, talking to Coach Klein and Coach Slater earlier, that's one that they had to contain.
Smith takes the snap, looks for somewhere to go.
There we go.
Right, and finally dropped back at the 45-yard line. Wyatt Millage once again in there on the stop. Chris Solomon lurking around as well.
Yeah, that I think that's an adjustment at halftime. He was kind of shooting inside and finally staying outside and contained that time. Good play by Millage.
So now 3rd and 11 for the Bronx, back at the 46-yard line, still on the Waynoka side. 8:55 to go in the third quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale still with the 30-24 lead. Back to the right of Smith. Receivers to each side. Smith takes a snap, rolling backwards to the 45, to the 40. Just has to heave it somewhere, and a flag comes out as it sails across the 50.
Flag on the play.
Millage once again in the backfield.
I'm going to say that's going to be a horse collar.
Yeah, it's a horse collar tackle against the rails, I believe. Say that Millage yanked him down by the collar as Smith was throwing it away. They'll go, or... Well, one of the refs wanted to help us out for a moment. He was about to mark as a penalty on Kremlin-Hillsdale before they told him to turn around.
figured that was a spot foul, but I guess not. They go from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they'll go from the line of scrimmage. That'll move it to the 31-yard line. 15-yard penalty when you had the stop. A backbreaker there for Waynoka, but still opportunities to be had. First and 10 for the Bronx at the Railroader 31-yard line. 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Smith with a back to his left, receivers to each side. Smith takes a snap, faces pressure again, just has to throw it away to nobody. One of the Waynoka coaches was able to maybe catch that if he wanted to at the 25.
Yeah, I think Coach Klein, he was going to take it to the house.
Yeah, he could have. So an incomplete pass there will set up 2nd and 10 for the Bronx.
Little pressure there by the defense to get the quarterback to moving, and wasn't able to find anybody. Good coverage downfield by the secondary.
Yeah, so you've talked about that. Main adjustment seems to be just getting some of that pressure and keeping the outside contained. And Smith once again back to his right, faces that pressure immediately, throws it down on screen to Pirtle. Pirtle at the 30 all the way to the 25-yard line where he's finally brought down. It'll be another third down that the Bronx will have to convert, this time 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's a really good open field tackle by George over there, one of the seniors here on senior night.
Check that 3rd and 4. 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Bronx still driving. One of the longer drives of the day it's nearly been about 4 minutes. Smith with the back to his left, and now we're going to get timeout taken by Kremlin-Hillsdale. 7:59 to go in the third quarter. Bronx with a 30-24 lead over Waynoka. We'll take a break and be right back with Waynoka football on KALV.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. Joe Parsons has worked hard and has succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
Back in Waynoka, 7:59 to go in the third quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 30-24 lead over Waynoka. 3rd and 4 for the Bronx. Smith, an empty backfield, no one around. Smith takes a snap, runs up the middle, breaking tackles at the 20-yard line. Flag is down back at the 28. As it stands, it'd be a first down, but it's a hold against Kremlin-Hillsdale. So back them up 10 yards and a long third down awaiting the Bronx. Kremlin-Hillsdale able to convert a few times on third down already this drive. Waynoka, another opportunity to get the stop that they need. Ball will be marked at the 35, so 3rd and 14 for Kremlin-Hillsdale. Smith once again looks to have 2 receivers to his left, have a back to his right, and a receiver all the way out on his right on that far side.
Yeah, the 2 playmakers down here, they've thrown on that little out route quite a bit to 22, kind of on that little flare pass over here.
Smith takes the snap, looking for somewhere to go, scanning, now rolls left, heaves it down the field way over the head of the intended receiver, Pirtle. And so that'll get it to 4th down. 4th and 14 for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
Yeah, that's the wheel play that they hit early, and we got kind of confused on what to do on the defense. And that time, Dakota, really good coverage, taking the guy that come to the outside and switched on that play.
Now Kremlin going for it once again, as expected. Smith with a back to his right, 2 receivers left in Tugman and Pirtle. Smith takes the snap, scrambling around, looking for somewhere to go. Now flushed right, has to lob it to the 21-yard line. It's caught by Tugman, breaks the tackle, 20-15, 10-5, and Tugman able to roll in for the Kremlin-Hillsdale touchdown. 7:33 to go in the third quarter. Waynoka had another chance to get off the field, but unfortunately not able to that time.
So close. Just slipped through that tackle, and I think if we'd have got him tackled when he caught it, he'd have been short, and we'd have got the ball back.
Yeah, I say it would have been really close, but unfortunately Tugman able to break that one and race 20 more yards to the house. The Bronx getting ready to go for two. Smith, the receiver out to the right and the back behind it. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle gets towards the edge with a flag down, is in for the 2-point conversion.
Flag on the play.
Flag is a hold against the Bronx.
Holding on the offense.
So another 2-point conversion penalty, this time going in Waynoka's favor. We'll back it up to the 13-yard line. Kremlin-Hillsdale in the wide formation here as Smith gives it over to Pirtle. Pirtle throws it right back to Smith at the seam on the 5 and rolls in for the 2-point try. That's the formation that Kremlin-Hillsdale used earlier, where you just have the center, everyone spread out to the left and right. Throw to your running back who gives it back to the QB. And so Kremlin-Hillsdale able to take a 38-24 lead over Waynoka with 7:33 to go in the third quarter. Take a break and be right back with Waynoka football on KALV.
7:33 to go here in the third.
What do you look for in a good ag lender? Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? Guidance with the latest technology? On-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule? Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.
I'll catch it after the.
Back in Waynoka. The Bronx of Kremlin-Hillsdale have extended the lead to 38-24, largest lead of the day, as Tugman able to boot that one to the 30-yard line, where it is picked up by Corbin Ferguson, gets across to the 35, 40, 45, hit at the 47, and a flag down.
Flag on the return.
See what the flag is.
It's possibly going to be a blocking back from the top side of the
Refs discussing.
I have to guess it's probably holding on the return team.
40 here. Just wait to see if it's going to be a.
Nope, gonna wave it off.
Flag off, so Waynoka will have the ball at the 47-yard line.
And the flag is waved off.
This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you proudly by Viv's Flowers and Things in downtown Waynoka.
First and 10, ball to 47.
Rails getting good field position off the return from Ferguson. Longoria with the back behind him, receiver to each side, now moving in motion is Davidson. Handoff goes to Davidson, breaks to the 50 and then leveled at the 49-yard line. In on the stop was Pirtle.
Davidson on the run, gets the ball past midfield. Second down.
Able to get a nice 4-yard pickup there from Davidson, moves it to a 2nd and 6 into Kremlin-Hillsdale territory.
Yeah, he's had a couple big runs tonight for us and a big catch. Hopefully just keep feeding him the rock and see if we can take one to the house.
7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 38-24 lead over the Rails. As Longoria with a back to his left, receiver to each side. Longoria looks as back at Bouchard, motions from left to right, back over to his left. As Davidson from the left side goes in motion. Longoria hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard bounces off a guy at the 48, and that's about all he's going to get is the 1 yard, however.
Bouchard on the carry.
Another solid stop for the Bronx. Make it 3rd and 5 now for the Rails. 6:20 to go in quarter number 3.
Kind of a big play for us right here, in my opinion, to keep the ball and keep this drive going.
I'm saying, you talk about momentum too. Kremlin getting a stop here and then another stop on 4th down would be massive for them. It's Longoria with a back to his left, and we've got movement and a flag.
Flag on the play.
Refs are going to check to see what they both had. This is going to be an offside. It looks like it's going to be an offside. And it is. So offsides on Kremlin-Hillsdale moves it 5 yards, and that'll be a first down for Waynoka.
Nice.
So there you go. Didn't have to worry about it.
Didn't have to make the play. Good hard count there from Longoria.
First down for the Rails. 5:58 to go in the third quarter. Now at the 43-yard line of Kremlin. Longoria with Davidson going in motion, hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard fighting up the middle, gets nothing, and a flag comes out.
Flag on the play.
It's got to be at least 20.
See what the flag is. It's going to be a face mask on Kremlin-Hillsdale.
Face mask on the defense.
So it'll be another 15 yards for the Rails. So a penalty-aided drive helping Waynoka out, and it's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing.
We'll take
We
those.
absolutely take that. So moving to the 28-yard line now of Kremlin-Hillsdale. As Longoria with Bouchard as the back behind him, receiver to each side. Davidson from the left comes in motion, handoff to Davidson, finds a little bit of room, cuts outside at 25-20, and then gets brought down. Get the 21, it looks like. 22.
It'll be a
nice gain once again to Davidson.
Yeah, we're about one block on this side from busting that big, but good gain on first down. Get us up on the right side of the chains here.
6-yard pickup for Dakota Davidson. Makes it now 2nd and 4 for the Rails. Knocking on the door of the red zone. 5:06 to play in the third quarter. Waynoka down 38-24 as Longoria takes the snap, hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard gets over the middle of the 20 down to the 16-yard line. And it'll be another first down for Waynoka.
That's good for Railroader. First down.
Yeah, kind of like a little counter play and hit it right up the seam. Finally got that giant nose guard of theirs blocked, pushed out of the way to get about 6 or 8 there.
Ball on the 16.
Waynoka needing an answer, trailing by 14 with 4:34 to go in the third quarter. Longoria with Bouchard as the back behind him, receiver to each side. Davidson once again moves in motion for the left side, handoff to Davidson. Davidson trying to get towards the edge of the 15, and he is going to be wrestled down right at the 15-yard line.
Davidson on the carry, about 2 yards on the run.
Let's see if they show that again and make Longoria take off the other way. I think that one's open.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you run something enough like that, you set that precedent, see if you can start building off it. We'll see if the Rails come back to that. 3:57 to go in the third quarter. As Longoria handing it off to Bouchard. Bouchard takes off to the 10, breaks a tackle down to about the 8-yard line. Is where he'll be marked down at. And Waynoka, once again, on the move, going to make it 3rd and short.
Good, powerful run by Bouchard there. Get us a short 3rd down here.
3:28 to go in the third quarter. Longoria with the I formation here. Bouchard behind him, and Davidson with it. Now Davidson motions back out. It's another handoff to Bouchard. Bouchard getting to the 6-yard line. See if that'll be enough for a first down or not. It looks like no. It's going to be 4th down. About 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3, and this is going to be another pivotal moment, it looks like.
I think they're going to measure here.
I'll see if I'm going to measure it, as you mentioned.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. You need to be getting those numbers done. I mean, the end of the year's coming up here. We got to get it done. When you need it done right, good, perfect, take it downtown Waynoka to Rick George and Associates and have Matt and Rick get you just like you need to be.
So the measurement once again goes in the Rails' favor, so it'll be a 1st and goal for Waynoka at the 6-yard line. 2:53 to go here in quarter number 3. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 38-24 lead over the Rails. Longoria with Bouchard as the back, behind him a receiver to each side. Davidson on the right side now goes in motion. It's a handoff to Davidson, gets a cut back around inside the 5 and a flag down.
Flag on the play.
See what the penalty is here. Probably in the area of a hold or something along those lines.
Yes, sir.
And it'll be a hold against the Rails.
Holding on the offense.
I'll move it back to the 16.
Yes, they do.
So 1st and goal from the 16-yard line now for Waynoka.
Well, let's see what Coach Slater can draw up here.
I don't know if we want to go back to Landon and ask, what play call do you have for 1st and goal from the 16?
I like the little tight end seam that we ran that on that two-point conversion.
Longoria hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard getting to the 15 and trudging to the 14-yard line. That's all he's going to get, just a gain of 2. 2nd and goal now from the 14-yard line of Kremlin-Hillsdale. 2:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. Waynoka down 38-24 to Kremlin-Hillsdale here on senior night for the Rails. Longoria with a back to his left in Bouchard. Longoria takes the snap, looking for somewhere to go, fires it over to the end zone where it is caught and hauled in by Davidson for the Rails touchdown.
Hold on.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Now the refs are talking about it. It looked like it was caught.
Yeah, he went to the ground and everything.
The band's playing, the cheerleaders are cheering, the flag's waving, but the refs are still talking.
He landed on his back and had the ball.
2:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Refs are still discussing. The Kremlin players are huddled around the refs.
Touchdown.
And it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Railroaders.
I don't know what the discussion was about. He went to the ground with the ball.
I don't know. They might be discussing that it's almost 9 o'clock. They might be wondering what they're going to do later.
Well, maybe if they keep a yellow hanky in their pocket, it might not be so long.
Maybe. Waynoka will go for the 2-point try. Trying to bring it back down to a 6-point game.
Really good throw there by Longoria on that fade.
Longoria now with Bouchard as the back to his left, a receiver to each side. Davidson moves in motion from the right side. Fakes the handoff to Davidson, throws it over the middle, and it is swatted away by Tugman. So Waynoka able to get back on the board with 2:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, but Kremlin-Hillsdale still in front, 38-30. We'll take a quick break and be right back with Waynoka football here on KALV.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back in Waynoka, where the Rails only trail by 8 after the touchdown, the haul in by Dakota Davidson, and what was an incredible acrobatic catch by him. Just another highlight play that he's had tonight.
Yeah, he's been a big part of the offense and getting them rolling.
38-30, Kremlin-Hillsdale still on top of Waynoka here on senior night as the kick away from Longoria will bounce the 23-yard line where it's going to be picked up by Denton West. West rolling around back to the 25 to the 30, finally getting out of bounds, and a late flag. I don't know if they're going to call this. I don't know what they're going to call this. If this is a hit out of bounds, if this is pulling the jersey, if this is whatever this is. We'll see there on the flag on the far side. They call a horse collar tackle on Waynoka.
Horse collar tackle on the kicking team.
So marching from the end of the return to the 48-yard line. So now Kremlin-Hillsdale getting the ball at midfield with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Smith will be lined up with a direct snap instead to Pirtle. Pirtle on the direct snap was just able to get maybe a yard. That's it.
Yeah, a big tackle again by Wyatt Millage there, closing down on that in position.
I mean, he zigged, he zagged, but everywhere he tried to go,
Yeah.
only was able to get a yard out
Yeah.
of it. So 2nd and 9 now for the Bronx. 1:34 to go in the third quarter. As once again, another direct snap to Pirtle. This time he gets across to the 50 to the 45, dives across to the 42, right at the line to gain. Are they going to say third short, or are they going to give him the first down? Looks like it'll be maybe, I don't know, half a yard? Or are they going to give him the first? They're going to give him the first down. Well, first down for Kremlin-Hillsdale at the Waynoka 42-yard line. And once again, I mean, it was just back to that direct snap, get it to your best player.
Yeah, and right up the teeth. Yeah, whole possession, it looks like.
Yeah, as Pirtle once again, the direct snap with blockers around him, breaks the tackle to the 40 to the 35, 30, still running to his left, and finally brought out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Run goes out of bounds.
18-yard pickup for Pirtle.
Yeah, we shot the linebacker and just couldn't kind of come up to him and get him down on the ground that first wave, and it was more of a kind of a run and scramble away from everybody.
Senior running back continuing to have a big day on the direct snaps to him. Different looking formation this time is Smith back as the quarterback. No receivers around him. Smith looking at the clock, wanting it to run a bit. Smith will now take a direct snap, wants to run up with it to the 25-yard line, cuts back around, still surging ahead to the 23 before finally being brought down by a whole gang of railroaders.
Yeah, it looked like the first one there was tightened up. Smith kind of slowed him up a little bit.
Gain of 4 on the run.
4-yard gain will make it 2nd and 6. Kremlin-Hillsdale, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bronx with a 38-30 lead over the Rails. Smith once again, no receivers, no backs are on a high snap to Smith, who just catches it, starts running to his left across to the 25, angles around to the 20, finally brought down at the 19-yard line. So a third down now coming up once again for Kremlin-Hillsdale. I mean, this has been where Waynoka's defense has kind of lived. They get him to that third down. It's just, can they get that final push and get a stop? 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale does not have to run a play if they don't want to.
Looks like they're not.
Yeah, Smith looking over to the sideline. It looks like this will be the end of the third quarter. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 38-30 lead over Waynoka here on senior night. Take a quick break and be right back with the fourth quarter of Waynoka football here on KALV.
And at the end of three,
Joe Parsons has worked hard and has succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
Clean Harbors, hazardous waste disposal, and recycling services provide the widest range of recycling, treatment, and disposal options for all your hazardous waste streams. Unmatched in North America, our infrastructure of hazardous waste management facilities services all of the U.S. and Canada, northern Mexico, and Puerto Rico. We handle both drum and bulk hazardous waste in liquid, solid, semi-solid, sludge, and gas forms. One call handles all your hazardous waste disposal needs. Located in Waynoka, where we proudly support our railroaders.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road delight. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Waynoka, is open for business, and they invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. America's Oasis, an amazing concept. You have to experience it to believe it. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
Flag on the play. False start on the offense.
Back in Waynoka's the false start on Kremlin-Hillsdale to get the fourth quarter started. Broncos with a 38-30 lead over the Rails here on senior night in Waynoka. Halloween as well. Hope everyone is having a happy Halloween so far.
Yeah, we got to go do a little trunk or treating before we come to the football game with the grandson.
Good. Bronx at the Waynoka 25-yard line facing a third down. It's a direct snap. Once again to Pirtle. Pirtle rolling out to his left. Breaking a tackle to the 25. Gets wrestled down finally at the 19-yard line. So it will be a fourth down that Kremlin-Hillsdale has to face with 11:45 to go in the ball game. Only needing a few yards will be the Bronx. Only needing about one, it looks like. 1.5.
We're going to call it 2.
We'll call it 2.
Let's see if the Rails can get a big push here. Bounce it outside. Keep a hold, Coop. Oh, I think we got to stop.
Pirtle goes around the line to gain. I don't think he got there. I think you're right. And it is a turnover on down.
Play results in a turnover on down.
Waynoka able to get the stop. Pirtle trying to roll around to the left, and that time he was met. 11:21 to go in the ball game. And Waynoka down 38-30.
First and 10 Railroaders.
Getting the ball back. Waynoka has the ball at their own 19-yard line. 81 yards, and then you tack on a few more for a 2-point try. A hopefully successful conversion. We've got a tie ball game. And we've got movement on the line. And a false start on the rails. So
false start on the offense.
Make it 86 yards then.
Yeah. I think he just lost his balance as he went down and kind of fell.
I think so. So now 1st and 15 for the Rails at their own 14-yard line. Have to get to the 29. See what the Rails want to do down 38-30, 11:21 to go in the ball game. Longoria with Bouchard behind him, a receiver to each side. Davidson from the left side now moves in motion. As Longoria hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard gets across the 15 to the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 6 for Colin Bouchard.
Yeah, get us kind of back on the positive sides of the chains there.
It makes it 2nd and 9 for the Rails.
2nd down and 9.
I think Coach Seeger called that play there a while ago.
I think so. He's locked into the game, though. He is 100% focused. Longoria with Bouchard stills the back behind him. Davidson goes in motion. Hand off to Davidson. Davidson trying to get around to the 19-yard line and nowhere to go. Ends up going backwards, and that'll make it third down.
On the carry. Lost on the play.
Yeah, he needed to put his foot in the ground right there and get north and south.
Tried to go a little bit too much east and west, and so it'll make it 3rd and 10 for the Rails at their own 19-yard line. 10-18 to go in the ball game. Kremlin-Hillsdale with the 38-30 lead over Waynoka. As Bouchard, it looks like, as the quarterback. It's a snap to Bouchard, throwing it over to a wide open man, caught by Corbin Ferguson at 35-40, 50, 40, 35, 30, and finally brought down. A nice sneak play to Ferguson and a big gain for the Rails.
Yeah, the tight end kind of snuck in behind everybody.
52-yard gain, and Waynoka, much needed and much rewarded. Be a little bit risky with it and see what happens. Put the guy in who was QB1 at the start of the season and makes a great throw. First down for the Rails at the Kremlin-Hillsdale 29-yard line. 9:45 to go in the ball game. Bronx still up 38-30. Looks like it'll be Bouchard staying as the quarterback with two backs around and flips it over to Davidson. Davidson finds a little bit of space at the 24-yard line. Was able to just race across the 25, got tripped up. So a 5-yard gain, make it 2nd and 5 for the Rails.
Yeah, good play there. Just a really good open field tackle. He had one guy to beat, take it to the house, and he ended up getting him down.
Longoria staying on the sidelines. It's Bouchard's team to operate right now as the quarterback. Bouchard with two ends off to his right, hands it off once again to Davidson. Davidson
there it is. There it is.
20, 15, 10-5, touchdown Waynoka! Dakota Davidson runs it in again.
Really good block by Roland George on the edge there to spring him, knock that guy out.
Absolutely, and it is a 2-point ball game. 38-36, Dakota Davidson able to do it again. The job not done yet, however. Rails with an opportunity to tie the game under 9 minutes to play.
Yeah, flip this momentum back maybe our direction here.
As Bouchard with a back to each side. It's a direct snap to Davidson.
Cut
Instead
it
goes
outside.
to the corner.
There you go, nice.
And got the 2. The octopus for Dakota Davidson got the touchdown, got the 2, all 8 points, and it's 38-38 with 8:52 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, the quarterback gives him a big block to get the edge and crawls in there for the 2-point, big 2-point conversion there, Benny. Woo!
Woo is about right.
Really nice looking. One of the referees, or the head referee, letting them enjoy a little bit. There are a lot of people out on the field to kind of celebrate, and it was kind of celebration time, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. These guys, they've been fighting hard, and we've talked about it every week about, how much they fight and trying to stay in it. And, yeah, right there's a big play for them.
Waynoka down double digits in the third quarter, down 14. We talked about Railroader comeback. You've got it tied. Now you just got to find a way to get another stop and get the lead.
Yeah, right here, the defense just do what they did a while ago, come up with a big 4th down stop. 4th down and only like a yard or 2 and end up snuffing that out on them. And so, yeah, let's see if we can come up with another big play.
This portion of tonight's contest is brought to you by Mock Resources. Mock Resources, proudly supporting things all over the world. Mock Resources with offices in Waynoka and around the world.
Yeah, big supporter of the school there on Mock Resources and around the town here for sure. another big weekend in Waynoka. Spectacular last weekend. Now we come up with the Spook Fest.
Yes.
Longoria on the kick instead gets it long to the 30-yard line. Will be returned by Friesendahl. Friesendahl gets a bit of a lane. 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30. Breaks it to the side. 25-20, 15, 10-5. No flags. And a kickoff return 70 yards for Nash Friesendahl, the junior. And Kremlin-Hillsdale takes the lead back just like that. We talked about all the momentum going Waynoka's way, and then the Bronx just steal it right back.
Big conversion.
Yep, so the Bronx going for two, as expected.
For some reason, his shoe came off.
He's running too fast to grab the tee. He's probably out there.
Smith makes his way back into the huddle. Kremlin-Hillsdale now on top, 44-38. The 2-point try on the way.
This could be a real.
This could be a massive 2-point try.
Big play here for the Rails.
Bronx finally break the huddle. Smith with a back to his right. And Trace Seelix now moves over to his left. Receivers out left as well for Smith. Smith takes the snap, rolls around, gets hit at the 5, throws it out, and incomplete. No flags, and Waynoka able to get the stop on the 2-point try.
That is a big play there for the Railroaders there. Absolutely. Good stop by the defense. Maybe flip this back around.
So 8:36 to go in the ball game. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 44-38 lead over Waynoka. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more Railroader football here on KALV.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
Back in Waynoka, where the Bronx of Kremlin-Hillsdale have just retaken the lead, as Tugman able to send it all the way through the back of the end zone for another touchback.
And the kickoff goes out.
Yeah, that's a big weapon for them.
That is.
That kid he's got a boot now.
He does. One of the juniors on this Kremlin team, and when you have that opportunity, an 8-man, to not give the other team the ball near midfield or 40, to start them at the 20, that is always a major plus. The Rails come back out needing another score. 8:36 to go in the ball game, and a long ways to go. Is this ball actually going to be marked at the 25? Now they're going to run it back to the 20. Actually, yep, they're going to put it at the 20. Much as I would have liked them to keep it at the 25.
We'd take that free 5.
Longoria with Bouchard as the back behind him. Davidson goes in motion. It's a handoff to Bouchard, and Bouchard fights for a few yards, and all he's going to get is about a gain of 2 up the middle.
Yeah, big 66 just stonewalled right there in the middle. Couldn't get past him.
66, one of the seniors, Taryn Ashlock for the Bronx. 2nd and 8 for the Rails. 8:11 to go in the ball game. Kremlin-Hillsdale with the 44-38 lead over Waynoka. Longoria with Two backs to his left, hands it off to Davidson. Davidson finds a little bit of a crease across the 25, brought down at the 27. Nice 5-yard gain. Once again, going right in between the tackles, going up the middle. 3rd and 3 for Waynoka.
3rd down and 3 to go.
7:38 to go in the ball game on senior night. Rails needing a first down here. Longoria, 2 backs to his right as he will hand it off to Davidson. Davidson spins his way to the 30-yard line.
Davidson on the run.
Had a bit of a fight to get there, but it looks like it should be a first down. It will be a first down for Waynoka.
Nice hard run there to pick that up.
That's good for Waynoka. First down.
So bleeding a bit of clock. Took about a minute to get that first down. And with how Kremlin-Hillsdale has been moving, that might be the call to just try to sit on this ball a little bit more.
Yeah, go punch it in and get 2.
Longoria now with Bouchard as the back to his left, a receiver to each side. Longoria takes the snap, hands it off to Bouchard. Bouchard able to get about a yard or 2. That's all it's going to be. It's not a whole lot of wiggle room for Bouchard to work with. 1-yard gain makes it 2nd and 9. 6:44 to go in the ball game. And as we mentioned, Rails down 44-38. Easily the most points Waynoka's put up on the board so far this year. Trying to add a little bit more. Longoria getting set with both his receivers. No backs around him. Longoria takes a snap, looking for somewhere to go. Hauls it down the middle of the field, and it is batted down by Tugman. Intended for Millage around midfield. Just could not get it to him. And a good play there by Tugman. Now 3rd and 9 for Waynoka.
3rd down and 9.
Yeah, we mass protected and only had 3 routes there. And he had a step on him at first, and then 88 really closed the distance in a hurry.
6:18 to play in the ball game. Longoria with the back to his right in Bouchard. 2 receivers out right as well. Longoria takes the snap, scanning, looking for somewhere to go. Checks it down to Bouchard. Bouchard tries to make a man miss, gets hit back at the 29-yard line is where he's dropped. So now 4th down for Waynoka, 4th and 11. And a big decision coming up with 6 minutes to go in the game. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Slater.
Timeout Waynoka.
5:55 to go in regulation. Kremlin with a 44-38 lead over Waynoka. And we talked about it here a little bit. This is going to be massive, depending on whatever Waynoka wants to do.
You know, we've talked off and on really through the entire year of the toughness of Colin Bouchard. So he takes an open field head-on slam, gets up and goes and finds the ball and gives it to the referee. Just, I mean, okay, bring it on. This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. When you need the numbers done right, and you better be getting them pretty quick here, get them to the people they need to go to in the form they need to go. It's all done by Rick George. So Rick and Matt in downtown Waynoka, right across the street from the Little Sahara Car Wash. Proudly presenting tonight's contest of the Railroaders Senior Night.
4th and 11 for Waynoka as Longoria takes the snap, had receiver to his east side. Longoria looking for somewhere to go, hauls it down, and it is incomplete over the head of Davidson. And Kremlin-Hillsdale will take over on downs at the Waynoka 29-yard line.
Longoria upset with himself because he had a man that he could have gotten it to, and then he let a couple of more steps go by, and it closed up.
Yeah, just real quick there. Yeah, kind of ran that play earlier and got Corbin behind them, and I think the defense kind of had an idea what was going on.
Smith with Hurdles the back behind him, a receiver to his right, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle getting the edge to the 30, to the 25, breaking off to the 20, and another first down for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
That run's good for a Kremlin-Hillsdale first down.
The ball will be moved to the 18-yard line with 5:35 to go in the ball game. Bronx now with a good opportunity to try to put this thing away. Smith and Pirtle communicating with each other. 5:20 to go in the game now.
Yeah, Rail's got to bow their neck right here and see if we can get a stop.
Smith with Pirtle as the back to his left, a receiver out to the right. Smith takes a snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle gets across the 15 and down to about the 13-yard line.
Chris Solomon with a good tackle there.
A 5-yard gain for the Bronx. As time continues to run, Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 44-38 lead over Waynoka. 4:40 to go in the ball game.
Would be a great time for a fumble.
It would.
Yeah, with the rail.
Snap.
Yeah, with the rails
Anything.
recovered.
Smith with a back to his left in Pirtle, receiver out to the right. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle once again getting it inside the 10, still moving to the 5 and down to the 4. The first down for the Bronx once again. 4:13 to go in the ball game. First and goal for Kremlin-Hillsdale.
First and goal.
On the clock.
Clock continues to run here. 4 minutes left. Same formation. Back to the left of Smith. Hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle goes inside, lowers his shoulder, and gets a touchdown.
Touchdown Kremlin-Hillsdale.
The Bronx make this a 2-possession game once again with 3:58 to go. 50-38 lead.
Yeah, it's just old school football. Line up back there and hand it to him and just run downhill.
Bronx huddle up to go for 2. Smith once again with Pirtle as the back to his left, receiver out. Smith will keep it himself, tries to lunge across, does not get there, so Waynoka able to make another 2-point stand. So 3:58 to go in the ball game. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 50-38 lead over the Rails. Take a quick break and be right back with more Waynoka football here on KALV.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back in Waynoka, the Bronx of Kremlin-Hillsdale have a 50-38 lead with 3:58 to go in the ball game. Rails need 2 scores and not a lot of time to complete the senior night comeback. As Tugman puts toe to leather and once again boots the thing down the field, but caught at the 5 by Davidson. As Davidson able to race across the 10, 15, 20, spins around across the 25 down to the 27-yard line. So Waynoka able to get a decent amount of field position there, not having to deal with starting at the 20.
Yeah, that was
few more yards.
a bullet of a kick. I don't know how. I was kind of like a pitcher getting a comebacker right back at his head. He just reached up and grabbed it. I got to score quick here, hopefully.
They have to.
See what Coach Slater can draw up here.
Clock still at 3:58. Decent amount of time to work with for Waynoka. Longoria with two backs to his left. Longoria takes the snap, looks for somewhere to go. Has to spin out of it, wants to run with it across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Spins on his feet across the 35, down to the 36-yard line. Longoria still inbound, second and about 1. They have to get to. Clock starts to run.
Yeah, it was a really good decision that time. Nobody open, and the middle of the field just opened up for him and taking off and almost getting a first down for us.
As the Rails break the huddle quickly. We play with a little bit more tempo now. 3:25 to go. Kremlin-Hillsdale with the 50-38 lead. Longoria takes the snap, fires it over to the 40-yard line where it's caught by Bouchard. Bouchard, a spin move, stays on his feet to the 45-yard line where he's finally brought down, and we've got a late flag. We'll see who the flag is going to be on. It's going to be, it looks like a personal foul of some sort, maybe, on Kremlin-Hillsdale.
I think maybe the defender, as he was getting up, maybe kind of pushed him down again.
Maybe, but either way, the 15-yard penalty moves into the Kremlin-Hillsdale 40-yard line.
Yeah.
3:10 to go in the ball game.
That's the flag. The ball will be moved up to the 40. First and 10.
Rails up there quickly.
So is Longoria now. Takes the snap, two backs to his left. Longoria heaves it down the field where it is tipped around and nearly intercepted, but
ball's incomplete.
3 Broncs in the areas. The pass incomplete, trying to get it down to Corbin Ferguson.
Yeah, in the double coverage. His check down. Yeah, as Benny said, maybe triple. His check down right over here. Bouchard was wide open. He could have ran for quite a ways.
2nd and 10 for the Rails. 3:04 to go in the ball game. Rails at the 40-yard line of the Broncs. Longoria with 3 receivers to his left. Takes the snap. Longoria scanning, looking for somewhere to go. Steps up in the pocket. Finds some running room across the 40 to the 35-30. Gets out of bounds. A first down at the 29-yard line of Kremlin-Hillsdale. 2:56 left on the clock. Getting out of bounds. Smart decision once again by Longoria to find the open space and run to it.
Oh, there's a flag back here.
The flag down, and it's going to be a hold against the Rails. I'll move it back to the 50, where it'll now be 2nd and 20.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by the Long Gas Company in Alva, Oklahoma. We thank them so much for supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Long Gas Company, propane. It's about that time.
Yeah, the last 2 mornings will make you think about that, won't it?
Longoria with a back to his right and Bouchard. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. As a pass thrown by Longoria, just trying to get somewhere, but tipped down.
Pass ball is incomplete.
And another 3rd down when the Rails are going to have to deal with it. The pass is deflected by a Bronc. 2:50 to go in the ball game. Kremlin-Hillsdale with a 50-38 lead over Waynoka, and the Rails facing a 3rd and 20 right at the 50-yard line. Longoria. Nobody with him, an empty backfield. Receiver to each side. Longoria takes the snap, looks for somewhere to throw, heaves it down to the 30-yard line where it is just a bit over the head of Davidson. When I say just a bit, I mean not by much, but it'll be 4th and 20 for the Rails. 2:44 to go in the ball game.
20 to go.
Yeah, this right here, big play for us.
I mean, this is essentially the game, it feels like.
Yeah.
Rails get this. The rally stays alive. If not, Broncs get the ball at midfield and only 2:44 left to kill for them. The spoil senior night for Waynoka. Longoria with Bouchard as the back to his left, 2 receivers to his right on the far side. Longoria takes the snap, steps up, looks for somewhere to go, tries to find any running room, gets across the 50 and is wrestled down at the 47-yard line, and that will be it as Kremlin-Hillsdale takes over on downs. .235 to go in the ball game, and the Bronx will get the ball back.
Well, now they got to punch and fight and try to get the football knocked out of them here on defense.
Now you're
just trying to force a fumble. Get something for us to get the ball back, give us a chance.
I would expect a healthy dose of Pirtle once again on this drive.
Yeah, Smith and Pirtle probably.
Yeah. 2:35 to go in the ball game. Kremlin-Hillsdale with the ball on their own 47-yard line. 2:35 to go. Smith with the back to his left in Pirtle. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle gets across to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, still on his feet, fighting to the 20-yard line, and Pirtle will be down right at the 20.
First down.
Still over 2 minutes to go in this one. 2:21, and Kremlin-Hillsdale trying to tack on a little bit more. Clock running down. Smith with Pirtle is the back to his left and a receiver out right. Smith waits around. Play clock down to 10. Game clock down to 1:55. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Pirtle. Pirtle with some running room to the 15. Finally brought down at about the 13. 7-yard gain for the Bronx.
Yeah, just tough sledding, just pushing it right up the middle. It kind of looks like a read option, but I don't know why he's reading it at all. I just give it to him and go. I can milk this down to almost to a minute.
Yeah, I would say 124, 123. 15 seconds left on the play clock. 1:14 to go in the ball game. 50-38. Kremlin-Hillsdale on top of Waynoka. Smith hands it off to Pirtle once again. Pirtle spinning across the 10 down to the 5. Be another first down for Kremlin-Hillsdale with 1 minute to go. 58 seconds and counting. So all the Bronx have to do is take a knee if they want to here, and that'll be it. So they watch the clock run down, play clock down to 20. Smith still looking back at his coaching staff. Coach saying just take a knee. 27 seconds left to go in the game. First and goal at the 5, and Smith will take the knee, and that will be the ball game. As Kremlin-Hillsdale gets a 50-38 win over Waynoka here on senior night for the Rails.
Yeah, they played tough and hard. The offense kind of got going, just a couple mistakes, a fumble and an interception, and then just couldn't get on the right side of it. Got it tied up, and then all of a sudden just not our way. But proud of these young guys, fighting hard, trying all the way. They got another chance next week at Buffalo, and we'll see if they're able to convert over there Thursday night.
Thursday night, it's a beautiful night to be in Buffalo, right?
Yes, sir. We'll be there with our bells out and ready to roll.
So, Kate, that pretty well shuts this baby down for this year, doesn't it?
It does. 0-9. There is any mathematical chance of playoffs is basically done, unfortunately, for Waynoka. You still have the one chance left to win a game at Buffalo on Thursday night. Buffalo, when I last checked, was down 54-14 to Balco Forgan, something along those lines. So we will see what Waynoka does on Thursday night.
This is my favorite part of any night that we do. You see it on the camera where Both teams intermittently white, then maroon, then white. Coaches, too, have a prayer, and then the two teams will go with their coaches to have a little post-game chat. This baby is in the books. It's Halloween and a big fun day coming up in Waynoka tomorrow. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to our listeners. And as Dean Linder, may God rest his soul, handed off every broadcast by saying, that's it from Waynoka. Now, be good sports. Good night, everybody.